5, 6,
Like all of
7, 8.
my
We're live.
abs are
Welcome to
gone.
the stream,
Fucking weird.
everybody. You're watching the Pungeonmasters.
Oh, God.
I hope you enjoyed that incredible introductory animation. I built that myself. So, no, wait, it was
only took
it
us
was
a year.
our lovely team members, Grablonsky and Chakris worked that up.
Well, no, he did all that. I just added the music.
I mean, that sounds like a team effort to me. I mean, clearly Gribble did most of the work, but still a team effort.
I only bought the music, okay? I just picked it out.
Oh, I assumed that you had composed it and, you know.
A little Hans Zimmer action on it.
I mean, John Williams, thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
No.
Whoa.
Let's not start a battle or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I think, John, to me, Hans Zimmer is probably the only composer that I know of that is like anywhere close to John Williams. Yeah. I don't know that
it's
he's
the only other
gotten
name
to
that
that
I
point
know.
yet, just because John Williams is so iconic and like he's, like Star
I'm
Wars.
going to have to apologize for any background noise. The boys trying out a new, just picked up Madden, and
he's getting pretty mad about it.
Maddening.
It's maddening.
He didn't get
He's
NCAA.
As of right now, he's whipping up on the Cowboys, so I'm okay with that.
Well, good for him then.
Yeah, we're okay with that. We play them Sunday, so I'm okay with that.
Like clubbing a three-legged dog. Yeah.
So yeah.
Welcome to the stream, Swing.
Oh, that's right, we're live.
Great to have you here.
Can't get my thing to focus.
I'll work on it now.
It's customary when we start up one of these streams that we like to start with a question that, just to get the juices flowing, as it were. And today, I'm going to ask a modified version of what we talked about before, which is, what is your favorite fast food breakfast item?
Terrible.
And with a subset of, if you like sausage biscuits, which is your favorite of those? Let's start with B-Will.
I mean, my favorite one is probably the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle from McDonald's.
Solid.
Good choice.
Good pick.
But like if it's just straight sausage biscuit, nothing else, the 2 for $2 or 2 for $3 sausage biscuits from McDonald's.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that McDonald's has a leg up on all the other breakfast things, is that their biscuits are so much better. Now, they are a greasy biscuit, so Gribble probably doesn't like them, but I don't care. They taste incredible. Every time I get a biscuit from Burger King, I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, that's why I don't do this.
I always go for the croissant at Burger King.
I've never had a biscuit for Burger King, only croissant.
Yeah, that's probably wise, but you shouldn't change that because their biscuit is not the best. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but just compared to McDonald's biscuit, it's nowhere near.
If I'm gonna go to breakfast, or if I'm gonna go to Burger King for breakfast, I'm not gonna spend my time with something I can get somewhere else better. I'm gonna get a croissant where you can't get it from anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm not super.
Wendy's has a croissant now, don't they?
Yeah, well, it's not Burger King though. Wendy's has got a good breakfast. Don't get me wrong, but they're not in the croissant game.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of restaurant biscuits. So like McDonald's, I prefer the muffins, croissants at Burger King or wherever. I do like the McGriddles. When they had like the spicy chicken McGriddle, those are. I mean, it's that perfect mixture of like spicy and sweet.
Yeah.
The only biscuit I've ever really liked is at Hardee's.
Yeah.
Hardee's does. It's been forever since I've had one, but I do remember liking their biscuit.
Now, my favorite thing to get our favorite thing to get there is the they had a pork chop and gravy biscuit.
Whoa,
that
seems
right
excessive.
There.
I don't think I could.
That's starting your day off in a slow way.
It's amazing though.
Let me tie some lead weights to my ankles to start the day.
Pork chop and gravy
just to
biscuit,
challenge myself,
hands down. If it's not that, then it'll be like a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin from McDonald's.
start sweating right after I eat it.
When I was doing carbs.
Right.
I'm not anymore.
I guess that makes it Gribble's turn.
Do we want to, tell the question to those who are just joining?
Oh, yeah. If you hadn't heard the question is, what is your favorite fast food breakfast menu item? And then the question that spawned this question was, what's your favorite sausage patty from a fast food restaurant? So, if you like sausage on things, then feel free to answer that question. But the more general question is, what is your favorite fast food breakfast menu item?
And that's a tough one because I do recall a sausage biscuit, just sausage and biscuit from somewhere, and I cannot remember where I got it from. Which kind of defeats the purpose of answering the question by not giving an answer.
Sure.
But I would have to say my favorite breakfast item is actually, if we're just solely talking about biscuits here, a sausage and cheese biscuit.
We're not just talking biscuit. But
well, then I will give an honorable mention to a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from Dodge Store. It's not a fast food restaurant. It's a gas station. The Dodge Store.
I've never had that.
It sounds
Dodge.
The best good sausage, egg, and cheese. But it's like massively thick. It's real sausage. It's the thickest sausage patty I've ever had. The egg is real, and the cheese is so ooey and gooey.
See, that's one of the things I like about the McDonald's sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is that the egg is less real, and I feel that's a value add. Anytime I eat like a round egg from McDonald's, where it's like on the McMuffin, where it's actually an egg, they're like, I mean, the stuff on the biscuit is also an egg, but it's just like pre-processed egg stuff. But yeah, I just don't care for fast food like real eggs because I'm really picky about my eggs. So anyway,
the sheer quality of the biscuit is night and day from McDonald's. I think they actually fry the egg, is what it is. Next time you're in town, next time you're in town, I'm gonna have to make sure I pick one up.
Take me to the Dodge.
Take you to the Dodge Store. It's Dodge Store, not the
Dodge Store.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, B-Will?
I know what you're talking about. I have taken.
B-Will strikes me as the type who would eat from a Dodge store.
I'll eat from any store.
I'm not opposed to gas station breakfast sandwiches at all.
Neither am I. No, sir.
They're usually really good.
Yeah, this isn't like really unkept and nasty either. It's
right. Yeah, I mean, definitely some gas station. I don't eat from gas station food very often because, like, most of the time when I see it, I'm like, that looks like it's been sitting there for several hours.
That looks like it could be E. coli.
And it's like, I'm gonna pass on that. But I have, on occasion, eaten from gas stations, and every now and then it'll surprise you. Well, let's swing on over to Swing and see what he's got to say.
Well, as far as not gas station, we almost lost the original question. Talk about gas station so much.
Right.
Fast food breakfast item. I would have to say it's the honey butter chicken biscuit from Whataburger.
Yeah. That is I think that's the best item on the Wendy's breakfast menu is the honey butter chicken biscuit.
So I haven't had it at Wendy's. I've had it they have one at Whataburger. And yeah, so it's pretty great there, but I'll try it at Wendy's.
The Wendy's one is pretty bussin' too.
Yeah,
the maple bacon, chicken, croissant, honey butter whatever.
Yeah.
I never had the one at Whataburger. I'll have to try that. I never had one.
Whataburger breakfast.
Hardee's had a hot honey chicken biscuit.
Hardee's did?
Yeah, hot honey, really hot right now.
Hardee's, if you're listening, you need to come back to Hendersonville, Tennessee, okay?
Hardee's, if you're listening.
Sponsor us, please.
We are accepting sponsorships.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk shit about
Hardee's nuts.
Yeah. Okay, let's swing on over to Dom. Dom, tell us about your fast food breakfast tendencies.
I don't really eat breakfast that very often.
Fair.
And then even less so of eating it from a fast food place. But if I had to pick one, at least from fondness of memories and nostalgia would be the McGriddle. Like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Do you prefer the sausage, the bacon, or the chicken?
bacon.
Oh, you're a
'cause
bacon.
Hmm.
I'm a bacon guy. But like, if someone put sausage in front of me, I wouldn't say no. Like,
Right.
wouldn't be like
Yep.
Just gonna
disgusted
whip out
by
some
it.
sausage in front of me. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I won't pass on
And
that.
it's not. It wouldn't be the first time someone's done that, either. So
I mean,
Sounds like a
sometimes you
story.
just have to whip your sausage out.
It's that
You know.
McGriddle.
Let
Sometimes you just
people
have to
taste it.
take what they
The
give you.
McGribble?
You know?
What?
Yeah.
You just got to take their sausage griddle.
exactly.
That's
In both
what we call
hands.
that.
In both hands.
Both
McGriddle.
hands,
mind you.
happily, with a smile on my face.
Yep.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Tucker, tell us about your favorite.
The sensualization of that beautiful syrup oozing out of my mouth.
Yeah. The McGribble.
So
Look,
mine's gonna
what you do
be,
with your girlfriend gribbles, your
Oh
business.
God. Oh,
Well, he
man.
grips her, obviously. I thought.
Come on, Tucker.
It's
I
gonna
think
be a
I'm
tie
gribbing.
between a 4-count mini from Chick-fil-A or a
Mm.
chicken burrito, a spicy chicken burrito
Mhm.
specifically from Chick-fil-A.
Those are both fantastic.
100%. And if I
Yeah.
would have continued my answer, that would have been my favorite. Is the chicken burrito?
Yeah, the
That
chicken
thing is so
burrito
fire.
is
Sometimes
my
they
runner-up.
overload it on egg, though. I feel like sometimes
Yeah.
a little bit too much, but most of the time, so fire.
That jalapeno sauce slaps, man.
Oh, dude,
Mhm.
their jalapeno salsa is the best. That's the best salsa you can get, hands down, from any fast food restaurant, in my opinion. So good.
Taco Bell breakfast
Um,
salsa also clear up there as
Hmm.
Yeah,
Taco Bell
I didn't,
breakfast sauce.
something I never thought I
Mhm.
would have really liked, but I discovered it when I started working at Chick-fil-A when I was 17, and it was the
Like-
most busting thing I'd ever eaten.
Like last year.
No
No
cap.
cap, 100.
Last
Yeah.
year, 'cause you're so young.
Oh god.
So how's high
Anyways.
school doing for you, Tom?
How's what?
High school. I'm just joking.
Oh.
For me, my favorite. So I will say historically, because in recent years, at least the one near here has been abominable, and they haven't made it correctly for me in years, literally years. But my favorite is the supersonic breakfast burrito from Sonic, when made
Forgot
correctly.
about that.
But they, like, the last couple of years, they'll always forget something. They'll leave out the tomatoes, or they'll leave out the jalapenos, or they'll leave out the frickin' potatoes, which is like
The tater
core to
tots?
the experience. Yeah, like you can't. Anyways, don't get me started. But when it's made correctly, that breakfast burrito is fantastic. Their picante
fire.
salsa is very
Mhm.
good. Not as good as Chick-fil-A's salsa, but it is very good. That would be my number one pick. But for like, if I had to pick a second, it would be like the chicken burrito from Chick-fil-A, which is much more consistent than Sonic's supersonic breakfast burrito.
Imagine.
Or a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's. I mean, it's a classic. Love that sausage. That sausage, that folded egg.
That damn biscuit, I just can't get around from McDonald's. That damn biscuit.
I love that biscuit, bro. What is wrong with you?
I used to like it. Don't get it. Did taste good,
Yeah.
and it's like, wow, this is just all grease, and it's just like
it's butter.
did
Yeah.
not make my stomach right the rest of the day.
When they prepare it in the morning, it comes the biscuits come in like a big
A sheet.
rectangle of like
Yeah.
it's like 24 biscuits or something like that.
Yeah.
And they have a tub of melted butter with a huge brush, and they just
Mhm.
dip that brush and go.
Well, I'm telling you what, mine have been. They just pour it. They just
Yeah.
pour the shit onto the biscuits. That's what
Yeah.
mine are.
But that's actually less disgusting than what Pizza Hut used to do with their pizzas. I don't think they do this anymore.
Oh.
But when I worked there, which was like 20 years ago, when you would go to make like a pan pizza, or when you would prep the dough, you get your pan out, and then you have a big pump of oil, and you would do
Yeah.
like 5 pumps of oil from this, and each pump is like several tablespoons, like, and you fill the bottom of the pan with like an actual like layer of oil, and then you put the dough on top of that, then set it aside to
I'm such a
temp or
hypocrite
whatever.
because I love the deep dish pizza from Pizza.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the reason the crust is so good is because it's literally fried. Like,
Yeah, right.
it's in a bed of oil frying in the pan, which is, great.
Pan fried pizza.
That's a great title. Anyways, I also picked up a special beverage for this evening. Blackjack
Oh.
Pirate Ale.
Oh, we're dead.
That's right. This is a savvy beer with a black heart. Are you guys ready to try this out with me live? I haven't tried it yet.
I thought
How's
you were
it
saving
smell?
it
Smell
for
it.
the TPK, but that's
Smell
alright,
it.
Sure.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay. What
This
flavor?
is
Like
a savvy
blackberry or-
beer with a black heart. I mean, it's kind of like it tastes kind of like maybe like a brown ale.
Oh, okay.
This is actually brewed in Morrilton, Arkansas.
Huh.
I
This
don't
is
know where that is.
Point Remove Brewing. It's in Arkansas.
That's
Point
the
remove.
point, Grib. You're not supposed to know where it's at.
That's right. You remove the point.
About 40 minutes northeast of Rupp.
No one asked, B. Will, okay?
But thank you anyways.
I just said I didn't know, B-Will.
For all our viewers from that corner.
Way to
of,
ruin the mystery
Arkansas.
of where it's at.
Point Remove Brewing, we're still looking for sponsors if you're interested.
Where you're at.
Oh, I can't
Um,
wait.
Let's take a moment here and talk about Pathfinder 2nd Edition, if that's all right with you guys. We won't take up too much time here, and then we can get back to the fast food talk.
Okay.
Last week we had a pretty exciting session. Anybody want to talk about it? Just a lightning fast recap here. We started with you guys on the ship. This comet or whatever, meteorite, whatever you want to call it, had just impacted north of you guys after the weird tentacle monster pointed that way. And you guys sailed in that direction. Who wants to pick it up from there? Okay, don't everybody jump in at once.
I wasn't here, but I was waiting for more detail
Yeah,
from someone.
I
who
wasn't
was,
here
so
either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Gribble, did you read the above message?
I did.
Okay.
I love the emoji.
Oh, I see. But yeah, so you guys traveled north. You repaired your mast, traveled north, got to this island. You came aground on your dinghies, and started to kind of explore the little island, this very small island, like probably not even a mile across. And as you, or maybe I said it was a couple miles. Anyways, it's a small island. And you guys kind of explored inland. There's just a little bit of rough grass, shrubbery, in the sort of the middle of the island. And you noticed there was this plume of black smoke that was rising up roughly from the center. As you went over to explore the plume of smoke, Tucker's character, Hadron, began to use Detect Magic as an exploration activity. And so he was just dropping Det Mag as you went. And as you got really close to the plume of smoke, you saw a hole in the ground, like a large, sort of, not so much a crater, but more like a hole that had been like kind of shorn into the earth. And when you guys got pretty close to it, his Detect Magic noticed something illusory. And you guys were able to search out, I think it was Chris, I think it was Wesley, who spotted the illusion that was hiding essentially just like a manhole cover, sort of, so to speak, in the like a stone thing, and then what's the word?
Manhole.
Like
Talking about
shaft.
shoot the
A
shaft.
shaft.
Trapdoor and
Yes,
opens to a shaft.
a shaft or a manhole, whichever way you want to describe it.
It opens
I think
to a larger
in a
space.
larger
or
space.
just-
It did,
Right,
yes.
Yeah.
just- okay.
You get it descended a ways and then turned into sort of like a wooden switchback staircase. And you guys went down that staircase. You were being very quiet most of the way. But right at the end, and Dom's character was surprisingly very quiet on the way
Unsurprisingly.
down. Svalder didn't make a sound, but somebody did. I don't remember. Was it Tavam? Somebody really botched it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I played the
It
fifth.
could have been me.
You guys are the
knows?
worst. Literally the worst. Anyways,
It
you
didn't
get to
matter.
the bottom of the staircase, and Svalder was able to kind of like see the back of this guy's head, and then somebody made a huge noise, so the guy turned around, and it looked like it was Svalder himself, looking back at Svalder. You guys immediately murdered that Svalder before he could raise any alarms.
It was very cathartic.
Yeah.
I'm glad that murdering me is what y'all have been looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
He was dead before I even had
That
a
would
chance
have
to
made
say
it.
anything.
The only thing that would have made it better if it had been to Chris's character.
No.
No, we already did. We did that the previous session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
did.
already got that one out of the
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
Acting captain.
Yeah.
That's right.
You guys went to the west first, I think, and then you found like this weird statue thing with some holes in its eye sockets. You found some gems to slot into those eye socket holes, which opened a secret door to the north. You went through that door to the north and another door to the north, and there you found copies, just like the Svalder in the first room you came to, of Bromir, Tavam, Hadron, and Heh. And you guys were able to convince them that you were cool. You didn't put the number 3 on yourself, so they didn't immediately know that you weren't legit. You pretended to be other clones of yourselves, not yourselves. And they bought it. They asked you for help. You were able to solve the little puzzle that they were working on with these like lit up cylinders, and then they told you to go let the captain know that the problem had been resolved. And so you guys went back down. You went to the east. There you opened up into sort of a, well, first I should say you went east, and you found a room with purple crystals with purple magic going up to the ceiling. Then you went east north, and there you found yourselves where you are now, which is like a small sort of recreational room or dining room with a door that is open. And inside of that open door, Captain Frozen Hand himself. As soon as he spotted you guys, I mean, it was instant recognition. You felt like there was no hesitation at all. He immediately knew exactly who you were. Let me get Bosco out here, because we don't have Bosco on the map.
Oh, I thought.
Do we, with me and Tavam in front, can either of us see any markings on Frozen Hand? Like a number 3 or something like that?
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, we did. I did a recall knowledge check at the end, and I think we determined that his speech mannerisms were a little off.
Yeah, I think you thought maybe there was maybe his diction was a little off. Like, not necessarily that he sounded wrong, but maybe he just used he made his sentences the way maybe Frozen Hand wouldn't.
It curved to the left.
Yeah,
what you're
his
saying.
diction was just a little bit off, a little off the center.
That might not be anything. He might have been like had a concussion or something. It could have
Uh-huh.
been it could still be him.
And the doctors say that that's perfectly natural, and there's nothing to worry
Any
about.
age, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
Anyway,
But yeah, as you guys open the door, he he was like, "It's good to see you again, boys. I see you got off the leash. We're gonna have to get you back on it."
And then he drew
you guys-
his sword.
Yeah, and then he drew his bastard sword. He had a bastard sword on his back that he
that
drew.
bastard.
Bromir's making a perception check. Was anybody else making this perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a different one? I mean, if you want to like get information from what you see, that's totally fine.
If I remember correctly, so please correct me if I am wrong. During his monologue, he had mentioned something about like essentially this all being part of like his plan of like getting hit by that, like being pulled in from that maelstrom to end up being here or something.
No, I think that was post-session discussion.
That was post-session, okay.
Yeah, I think that was an interpretation that
Okay.
I think
Gotcha.
you had. I don't think the character said anything. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't want to say one way or the other, but
Okay.
but yeah, I don't think Frozen Hand said anything explicitly that direction.
Gotcha. No, that's fine. I couldn't. I don't know if that was just too weak
But
brain.
I think he
Damn.
did say something about like the work nearing completion or something like that, though. I don't remember exactly. I usually try to listen to the end of the session, so I remember exactly what was said, but I didn't do it this time because I just didn't have time.
The game is
But a
paused,
week.
by the
A
way.
week.
Game is paused. Well, before we get into this,
Scoot forward.
Yes, we need
He
to stall
draws-
until Luke gets here.
yeah, he draws his weapon on you.
Is it a good drawing at least? How
Yeah,
is
this one
how is
curves
this
to the
character
right.
skilled?
Yeah. No, I mean he's a really accomplished artist, and he fortunately he has a tattoo needle there and ready to go.
I
loaded up.
am drawn to him.
So it's
Yeah.
permanent. Oh, you also are drawn. I didn't
Right.
know you were much of an artist, Chris.
Yeah.
I've
So,
been looking for a tattoo
drawn,
artist.
drawn, not drawing.
Yeah, you drawn on him. You drawn on him.
No, I'm
we're all
drawn
southern
to
here,
him.
Chris. We all say
Drawn.
drawn.
So
instead
you're
of
drawing on
drawing.
him.
We don't
John?
pronounce that ing.
we all have a drawl.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Drawn.
Drawl.
Draw.
Drawl.
Roll.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm wearing drawers.
What?
Draw.
In Louisiana.
It's so funny because I'm originally from Kentucky, but I don't have that accent anymore. So whenever I do a Southern accent, it's just kind of like a generic like, "Hey y'all, we're down south,"
Very south. Very rural.
Even just doing a southern accent, ironically, just feels normal now. It's weird.
hmm
It's comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just slip right into it.
I've never spoken any. Well, the only other way I've ever spoken was
I've
South
never spoken
Louisiana. I was about to say I've never spoken any other way, but that's not entirely true. That ain't entirely true because I grew up in South Louisiana, so I used to talk like this.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow.
You had that,
Wow.
that strong.
Occasion.
Had a Cajun persuasion.
Oh,
Y'all watch Deadpool Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
They have Gambit in there, and he's got a fucking amazing
Oh, right.
Cajun
I don't know
accent.
how he did that. It's really
Dude,
good
yeah, it's really fucking good.
Isn't it like Channing Tatum playing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Channing
that's
Tatum.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Well, they talked about like people who aren't familiar with that accent were like, man, that feels so phoned in. It
Right,
sounds so like
Yeah.
and
It's really
like
fucking good.
It's like some
people,
accents are
the-
like that.
Yeah, like, you just
locals are
really
like,
cannot
wow.
understand people
No.
when they speak with a Cajun accent. It, like going into New Orleans or just like bumfuck
Mhm.
southern Louisiana, like you don't understand them.
I was
Yeah.
watching actually a YouTube documentary on this, how Creole is actually becoming a dead language. There are fewer and fewer people able to speak that. So
Yep.
they're trying to save
Yeah.
Creole.
Mm.
Yeah, it was-
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and the New Orleans accents, like it's like a horse of a different color. I mean, it's weird, but like you go further west, and it's we're talking swamp people. I mean,
Mhm.
it's yeah.
Wham.
Well, hey,
hey,
welcome
Luke.
to the stream, Luke.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
To die.
We just finished our recap. You being the conscientious player that you are, I know you remember everything that happened last week, right? Last 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I would say that as he says this, it's time to get you back on the leash. Frozen Hand, of course, you see his. If you've forgotten what he looks like, feel free to mouse over his icon. He is a half orc, like a huge, powerful body, deep voice. Usually speaks in a serious manner. His left hand looks like the whole hand itself is just this icy blue, very obviously magical hand kind of thing. I don't think anybody's really familiar with the nature of it. He's never really talked about it. It's just always been there. Like every time you've seen him, his hand has just been like this.
So we don't know
And,
the
like,
nature of it, what it's
Mm-mm.
caused by or what its effects are. Have we ever seen him like use it or anything?
I think maybe you probably would have seen him occasionally, when you've gotten kind of close to it, this like very powerful cold, that you can feel, like even a few feet away, you can feel how cold it is. And occasionally, like when he was reprimanding a sailor or something like that, he might grab him by the arm, and you would see like frost crystals form around their arm. And like when he takes it off, the skin is blue and damaged. And usually he
Frostbitten.
wasn't, he didn't like break any arms off or anything with it. He was pretty reserved in punishment. But yeah, so you're not really sure what the extent of it is, but there's definitely some kind of magical power there, obviously related to cold, ice, maybe water, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So he kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, imagine his voice and accent is very, you there, check out that noise.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Smart.
I don't... Is this a WoW reference?
yeah, from
I
the OG Dead Mines.
I don't really get into Pokemon.
It's a pirate type thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
This is actually quite good, this blackjack.
That's good.
Sorry, did you
So
have
what
more
did
to...
so what did we get with those perceptions?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. So we got 25 from Bromir, a 24 from Tavam, a 23 from Svalder. So Bromir was asking about specifically markings on his form. Like, is he wearing the numbers on his shoulders or anything like that? Is everybody else looking for the same stuff? Or are you just looking in general? Or did you want to ask another specific question?
I'll just go for the in general.
Okay.
I would also like to throw perception in general, being
Go
of
for it.
work and stressing myself.
Okay.
Draw his.
I also would like to
Oh.
perception this
Be
perception.
Will, I think we lost your mic.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think-
can I assist?
No.
Heck?
No.
No.
This is
Okay.
just in the moment, like you're just, seeing. So
Okay. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
of
look
course.
at,
There
look
you go.
at that. Aren't you glad I just
Thanks for
helped
that.
you out?
Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Hadron, what are you looking for? Just general perception
General.
check? Okay.
Yeah.
I will say both He and Svalder, you do notice that his frozen hand looks like maybe the magic is stronger than when you had seen it in the past. Like, just in its ambient state, you can almost kind of feel a chill draft, even from where you're at, like 20 feet across the room. And like just the sort of, looks like maybe it's gone a little further up his arm. And it just kind of has this glow of power around it.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Now, Romir's not wearing the shirt. Should I be in fear of a little erect nipple action?
Oh, you're definitely stiffed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting stiffed right now.
That's not good.
You're not being paid.
You have some points to make, okay?
I got a couple of
Yeah.
points.
For my
That's right.
my perception, I was just looking for anything that was out of the ordinary about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, I'll say Bromir and Tavam, you guys both notice that he doesn't have any numeric markings on him at all. But it does look like maybe he has there's like a scar on his neck that you don't remember seeing before.
Hmm.
But it's also
Wanna-
it's been 2 years technically since we've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while.
See,
been a
draws his
while.
weapons. I want to draw mine, but I want to ask him a question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as he kind of says he's going to get you back on the leash. He kind of draws the weapon, drops into sort of a ready stance, but he doesn't immediately advance on you. So what did you want to ask, Bewell?
Come on, Cat. Why don't you just tell us what's going on? We might be willing to join you freely.
Give me are you being genuine or disingenuous?
I generally want to know, and I would weigh the option to see, because he was, my original captain. That being said, if I don't trust anything that he's saying, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
You're breaking up there a little bit, but I was able to hear you, Bewell. Give me a diplomacy check. See if he's willing to share anything with you. Are you able to hear us, Bewell? Okay, good.
That's
Oh,
what I
no.
figured.
He doesn't feel like diplomacy.
Oh, the mask of... I mean, not that it would have mattered in this case, but the -3 from the mask.
Oh no.
He kind of like cocks his head to the side and says, I'm angry. God, I just couldn't stop it. Song reference. I don't know. Anyways, he kind of like turns his head and he's like, I think perhaps your
deception.
minds are too simple to understand what's going on here. And he takes a step forward.
What did I just see?
What did you see with what? Oh, with your Natch 20?
With my crit. Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, that's a good point. So you spotted the hand was bigger and colder. Man, I think that's really all you could visibly see. I mean, you would also notice the scar in that case too. But I think the scar and the frozen hand being larger is pretty much all there is to visibly see.
Would Hadron have a better eye for seeing like that blueness to his arm being more arcane, or maybe like kind of has the likeness of like something like cursed flesh as opposed to magically altered flesh, and it spreading up his arm like that? Like,
It definitely strikes you as being arcane. I don't think it would necessarily strike you as being curse related.
Can I do
but-
like an Arcana maybe?
I mean, I think with your 29 perception check, I think you're gonna get all you can learn from the hand in this case, without like, being able to like get hands on and actually like physically inspect it. I would say, you kind of guess that it probably can be used in a variety of different ways and is generically sort of a conduit for cold magic. You're not sure exactly how Frozen Hand has learned to channel that, but you would guess that he probably has a few different tricks that he can do with it.
Where is Hat on the map?
I'm on top of somebody.
Oh,
I'm on top of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this is like a Decimus situation, or if this man really has just been like, if this is really him, or like, I don't know, or if he's like under the same effect.
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Does anybody else pose a question to him?
What's the scar on your neck?
None of your business.
I knew it.
Bosco kind of stumbles up. I took a wrong turn back there at the hot topic, but I'm here now. Whoa, there's the captain. What?
Oh, you've got all
Why
these
is
new
he-
tattoos. and
Speaking of hot
piercings.
topics,
You got a.
Why is your frozen
gotta
hand
s-
so more frozen?
Why do you have your sword drawn, Captain?
none of your business.
None of your business.
That's just where we get to the point of the NPC dialogue where it's just the same thing over.
Just looping. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of your business.
Ah.
So yeah, after a couple of seconds looking at you guys looking back and forth, you can see he's like he makes ready to attack. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative at that point.
Okay.
to determine who goes first.
Can I use an?
Hey, would it be okay if I
Athletics.
used perception for my initiative?
Wait a minute now. Hold on.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
You're hilarious.
It's a good one. I feel like I've made that joke in the past, though, Tucker. So I don't know if you're just
I
trying to
think-
score.
Oh
Brownie
yeah, I
points?
had to balance it out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's fine.
Okay, it's good to do that for initiative. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is initiative normally?
Perception.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
Supposed to be.
Okay.
But
I was
it's just
in my head, I'm
fortified
going
by
like,
the
What am I missing?
by the real perception that we just did.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, we know we are boned.
Well,
Oh, you had a 29 pop in your head.
Oh.
Wait.
I think you guys are probably fine.
do you want to roll a new
Probably.
character?
I don't want to roll a new character.
Okay. Let's let's see if we can find some kind of tunage here.
I've got the Frozen soundtrack if we really need something.
I'll
DMC.
consider it.
Frozen Hand delays. It's
Valhalla
This is-
awaits.
This is Valhalla awaits. So I feel like that's got to be appropriate, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
Little Zeppelin.
At least
So
until
you can see. Oh, go ahead.
the funeral dirge of yeah.
You can see he kind of like he drops into this specific like combat stance. You can see he's kind of holding his frozen hand in a particular way, and he's holding his bastard sword sort of close together. His first action is going to be to activate a stance. Is this gonna work?
Bullet.
Apply effect. Okay.
Combat stance.
So his first action is to activate his combat stance. Second action is going to be to stride up here. And then his third action is going to be to use his frozen combat stance strike.
Oh, I don't like
I
that stance.
don't think those links will work. He attempts to strike with his primary weapon or unarmed attack, and another strike with his frozen hand attack. These strikes must target different enemies. So,
That's busted.
as is tradition, he's going to target
Kill the
Taven
cat.
first.
Map applies normally, right? Because it's a one action for 2.
Let's see. Oh no,
Yeah.
sorry. So the stance wording does indicate that map doesn't increase until after both.
Oh.
He can also do grapple checks and stuff with it too. So he's going to try and actually, I think he's going to stab Bromir, and then he's going to try and grab Taven. Okay, so here comes his stab attempt on Bromir. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, I'm not.
If he's a
We'll
if it's a
see.
natural one, we know how it's going to go.
Well, we won't know
Oh
what it
my
is.
god!
Oh.
Oh.
What is that screen animation? What is this?
That's a
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
The enemy of like the Persona 5 like crit
It's-
effects.
Oh.
It's not going great, guys.
I mean, of course not. I died.
Oh shit.
52 points of damage on that one, and then he's going to try and grab Taven. So this is part of the same action, and he doesn't increase his map until it's done. So
that
here
up?
comes.
Was that a high dice roll? That
Wait,
you
did
rolled
I-
for that crit?
Wait, ignore that. It was very high.
What you mean ignore
Um,
that? That was a good roll.
I rolled it from
Oh.
I rolled it from Bromir, not Captain Person.
You should
You
use
can
the
still
same
use
die
it.
roll.
I don't think that would be appropriate.
That does not. I don't take map from that.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Huh? Still a success though, but not a critical success. So you are grabbed by his frozen hand. You feel the coldness starting to seep into your bones. You don't immediately take any damage from it, Taven, but
I
you
am?
do feel it.
Oh.
No, Taven. Taven's the one who's grabbed. That is the end of his turn. However, so, Heh, you're up.
Well,
Quite the
obviously enraged by the
Mhm.
captain attacking, and being of orc descent myself, I know battle started. We're not stopping.
Go hard in the paint.
Yeah, so we are raged. Right up. I don't know if I want to move there or if I want to move here.
Get you that flank bone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
We will target Capitan, and for number 3, we throw hands.
Okay. Starting out strong.
Did I just kick him?
I don't know, did you? I
No,
missed
it says melee strike fist.
Oh
I
no,
think
no,
he's
it just
talking
looked
about
funny.
his
Like my
his
icon like
icon.
twisted.
I
It made
didn't
it look
see
like
that.
I kicked him.
Fun there.
Give us that damage.
And some damage. Are you
Some damage.
Hey,
some
that's,
damage?
that's solid damage. You kind of like punch into him, and you feel just a very like durable target. Not like the faceless stalkers were, but just like an extremely strong, well-built half-orc man. So is that 3 actions for you?
That is 3 for me.
All right,
Range
Wesley
punch.
Steel Arrow the Third.
Okay, I start my turn in my moderate curse. So I get a free recall knowledge check based on the skill of my choice, using 10 plus my proficiency bonus. Which, if I remember correctly, that's like level plus training level, basically. Is that right?
No mod. If it's like an assurance thing, then yeah,
I think.
You don't get item bonuses or
Right.
attribute, just
Yeah.
your level and your proficiency.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you're level
so we're
5?
5, 6,
and
5.
and
Yeah,
what's
I'm
your proficiency?
trained.
Okay.
Arcana, so
So
trained.
17.
So yeah.
And you're doing an Arcana on this?
Yeah, looking at his hand, basically, I guess.
Okay. I would say with a 17 result, you're not able to learn anything about the hand, and you don't glean anything from him either. You feel like you'd need a pretty decent recall knowledge check to get something.
Gotcha. Figured as much.
Not that it's unattainable. You definitely could succeed. Just the assurance is fairly low.
Right. Okay, so first action, I'm gonna go ahead and overwhelm myself.
Okay. So you learn any weaknesses he has?
Mm-hmm.
He has, if the creature has any weaknesses, you learn them, as well as which of its 3 saving throw modifiers is lowest. Okay, so you learn all of its weaknesses. Am I reading that right?
Yes.
Oh no, it's if the creature, you learned them. Okay, so he has weakness fire 2 and mental 5.
Good to know.
And his
Big if true.
lowest saving throw.
Lowest save is reflex.
Okay.
Huge.
I will absolutely relay that information.
Okay. That was your first action, right?
One action, yep. Second action. I wasn't gonna. Got to. I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Ah, frick. Defense.
No rush.
No, I know.
It's he's rushing you.
It's just a mild rush. I mean, this is a big fight, so if you need to take a little time to strategicate, that's all right.
No,
Try not to take too long though.
That'll
I'm
work.
not. I know.
Time's up.
Strategery is a word.
Take
Yeah.
your time. Hurry up.
Choice is yours. It's not too late.
Rainbow.
Take a look.
Reading
It's on
Rainbow.
your
Set up all your abilities.
Pathfinder 2.
Okay.
Rainbow.
I'm gonna do a second
Do a
rank.
2-action, John?
Yeah, 2-action, second rank heal
Oh.
on Tavam.
Oh.
I know,
I think you mean Bromir.
Well,
Is he taking any damage?
Oh, I see what you're
He's
No.
wanting to do
Yeah.
the overheal to
get the overheal to get him to temp HP, and then next level or next round probably do Bromir.
Romeo
If
got
I'm
both
alive.
stats.
If you're, I know
Yeah, if he's alive by the.
it's a calculated risk. I know.
Calculated risk.
That's why you're the acting
Okay.
captain. I understand.
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
And that will
26
be
healing.
turn.
So you're gonna get 26 temp HP, Taylor.
Tavum's typically the one that I gotta patch up after each battle. I'm trying to head some of that off.
Okay.
Bromir, I got you. Okay, I got you.
I added some new modules. I don't know if you guys noticed, but
I-
this automatic flat check, like you got to pass a flat check to receive that healing, bro. Hilarious.
Barely.
Whoa.
Barely.
Okay, cool, awesome. So that's the end of your turn,
That's
right?
the end of my turn.
Chris. Okay.
Mhm.
Svalder, you're up.
All right. It seems to be a very important fight. I'm gonna do a free action for Burning Passions and lead that into Thermal Nimbus, which I will be doing fire.
Ooh, hot.
Hot, if true.
And then which one was it? That's
What
not
did
the
it
right
do?
one. There we go. Burning Passions is Courageous Anthem for 1 round, and then Thermal
Oh
Nimbus
yeah.
is just a fire aura. Everyone has fire resistance. I was thinking about doing cold since he probably does cold damage, but also calculated risk just to try to capitalize on his weakness.
Gotcha.
Don't worry,
And
I'll
then-
fireball us all here shortly.
I hope I'm not alive to receive that.
I love it. I hope I'm already dead before that friendly fire hits me.
I'm going to stride in as my
Uh-huh.
second action.
Get tight.
And then last action, I'm gonna sneeze into the microphone.
Beautiful.
And then my last action will be to do a just a force of habit weapon infusion, and then we'll do a 1-action fire elemental blast.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, thank fuck, man.
Oh,
Big
just
if
a hit.
true.
Oh no.
Hit.
Does that only do fire, or does it do any kind of other damage?
I mean, I have to choose between fire or cold.
Oh, okay. No, I was like wondering if it did any physical, like slashing or piercing,
No.
maybe. No.
Oh, are you talking about my elemental blast? Or are you
Or,
talking
I didn't
about
know if
something
you were
else?
using that or like your weapon or whatever. I don't know.
I don't have a weapon. Like
I just always see
I
the
have
weapon
blast.
infusion.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He is a
yeah, he's
weapon.
using a weapon.
himself.
Yeah.
And like with weapon infusion, I can make it do any of the 3 physical types, but we know that he's weak to fire.
Right. No, yeah.
Um,
Somebody will do it, I'm sure. Coming
Yeah.
up.
Sure.
but here comes that damn average.
Hot. Hot damn.
Hot damn edge.
13 points of damage. Haven, you're up. You're grabbed. It's cold.
I mean, I doubt it will affect him, but I'm gonna do a first action. Oh wow!
What did they do?
Demoralize.
Oh, demoralize.
Okay, a success. He does become frightened Juan.
And then I need to make an athletics check to try to oppose the grapple.
If you want to escape, it's athletics, acrobatics, or unarmed strike.
All right, then let's go with
Smack him. I'll save. No wait. Well.
try an
save.
acrobatics check to escape.
Okay. 29 versus his athletics DC. That is a success.
Oh.
So you escape his grab,
Nice.
and you are
And
now
then
free.
for last action, I am just going to do an attack of normalness.
Don't forget, you got a map from your escape.
Oh no, I used acrobatics. That still
It
counts.
still
as-
has
That counts.
still has an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Well,
escape
take 5
action.
off
Anytime
of
you
that.
use escape.
But that is still a hit, though, even with the -5.
All right.
Is it because he's frightened?
Is it because his icon like swiveled when he
It's the
attacked?
it's the definitely the
It was a
swivel,
swivel. Yeah.
for sure. Oh, big damage.
See a lot of ones. Big damage. Big damage.
Big damage. Chunking him down. It's getting
Okay.
chunky. All right, that's the end of Tavum's turn. So Bromir is up.
Oh.
Bromir.
He finally
Oh.
did damage. Sorry, as a reaction.
Okay. He did
2d8.
piercing damage. Takes damage from a slashing or piercing attack, or one that inflicts persistent bleed damage. You spit a glob of caustic salt water that stings the wounds of the creature. Make a ranged spell attack against the triggering creature's AC.
Oh.
Nice.
I mean, the triggering creature is the attacker, right? No.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, they
shit.
did word that wrong, honestly.
No, they did it right, because the trigger is a creature within range takes damage. So the triggering
Oh,
creature is the
okay,
one
yeah,
that takes damage. But it is kind of funny. Yeah, on a hit, Salt scours is open from dealing 2d6 persistent ass damage. That's huge, my dude. Because there's no automatic thing I can do here. I'll go just put in persistent.
Yeah, right. I don't need to roll the damage, right? You'll do that on his
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's going to be 2d6 ass damn.
Yes.
Boom. Okay. That should be locked in.
Very
Huge.
nice.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Bromir, what you got?
So knowing that fire is his weakest resistance, I'm gonna rub my hands together as a free action to get him nice and hot.
Okay, sure.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna give him a furry blows.
I like that.
That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
a
like
little,
that?
little flavor weakness trigger. I like
Flavor.
that.
Mhm.
It'll do flavor damage. That's it. You guys are rolling rocks, dude.
Oh,
Because of the
Alright.
fright
The frightened.
and the anthem. You needed
Huge.
both of them.
well, because both hit. You know what that means?
What does that mean? You combine the damage.
Stunning fist.
Stunning.
Still
Fist.
Yeah.
pissed.
Can you put that out here for me?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Gribbs, isn't this the first time you've landed both punches?
I think it is.
I think it may be.
What a perfect
Um,
care to do so.
There you
So
go.
this
I know.
is, it is an incapacitation effect, so his result will be one higher than it normally would be. What is your class DC, bro? So we know what we're
Class
rolling.
DC, I believe, is 29. Let me double check on that.
Go ahead and double
21.
check.
21.
21.
That's my
a lot
spell
different.
DC. That's my spell DC.
Twenty
No,
nine
that's my,
easy.
again, that's my spell DC.
What's your class DC, though?
What the hell is
Shouldn't
that?
all of
I
ours
don't
be
know
the
it's not in
same?
class.
Not necessarily.
Kev, what is yours?
I
Mine
think
should be
class
near yours.
DC is on the left, right? Like
It is just
where
on the
is
main
that?
character sheet. Okay.
I don't. Dom, do you know where it is?
see it.
I'm not seeing it.
Mine is.
Isn't it something plus like 10?
Well, what's that something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Depends
remember.
on the class. Basically, all the.
All right, class
Oh,
AC I
it's
found
in,
is
it's in
21.
proficiencies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the very
Yeah,
bottom.
it's in the proficiencies tab.
Yeah. If I. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in,
hey, I think
yours
it
is-
might be in
mine's
the
21.
proficiencies tab.
Yours is 21.
Oh.
Bill.
Yeah.
We're having fun. All right, so here comes his fortitude save. I mean, this could be huge. This could be huge.
It
This
would
could
be
be
nice if something.
The difference between life and or death. Oh my god. Oh well. Okay, so he failed, but it becomes a
It's a
success.
success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no success.
Yeah, there's no success effect. So you'd have to crit fail this in order to. Which I
Right.
mean, he could.
yeah.
Rolling
there's
a
a-
1. Yeah.
Yeah, or even. Well, yeah, I guess it would have to be a 1.
You would
He
have
did,
to be,
either
'cause
way.
It would negate his
Okay,
level thing. Yeah.
but
There's
still,
also
you hit
hot damage.
twice. So yeah, give us that hot damn. 9 points and 8 points.
Okay.
17 points
Chunking.
of damage.
Chunking
And that
him
was
down.
my first act.
First act.
And you know what that means? With the runner-up from hitting, I'm going to try a little combat grabbo.
Oh, I like that.
Following up
You,
with a
you
little
do
map.
have little map 3
Map.
though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a high map.
It's what he does.
As much as
So
you
let's
want
do... I'll just do... Oh, it's athletics. That's right.
Yeah.
Let me do this, and then I'll add a
Well,
little...
no, combat grab is just an attack.
Yeah, it's just an attack roll.
Here we go.
Okay.
Miss.
Miss, but not a critical miss because of frightened and courageous anthem. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
That was just my second.
That was your second action. You got one more in the tank.
Wow.
Map 3.
Wow.
3.
I mean, what's the worst could happen, you know?
Map
Maybe just
7.
do another... Was it map 3?
Still another combo grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
You have a
Wanna
stance,
try with the
right?
other.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
but
you
I'd
have a
have to use
stance?
those attacks in order for it to benefit. It's not that great right now.
Which stance do you have?
Tiger.
I think it's a pretty good stance.
It's a good stance, but it's not worth me taking up a slot.
Okay, all right.
Because I'd have to use those claw attacks, not my own.
You'd have to. Yeah, they are. No, they are unarmed.
Yeah, I know, but either way.
Okay.
Tiger
all right.
stance isn't you must use these attacks like mountain stance.
Oh, it's an optional stance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
right.
saying like you don't have to
I could use
use
my regular attacks, but I wouldn't get the benefit from the crit if I don't.
What's the crit effect?
You're talking
It's the
about
bleed
stunning.
persistent. Anyway,
On
it's
what?
not my turn anymore. From the claws.
Regardless, let's
Okay.
talk about Bosco.
Let's not talk about my character anymore. Let's talk about Bosco.
Bosco. What you got in the tank?
I would love, as Bosco, Bosco sees all this going on, Captain stepping up and stabbing through both of Bromir's kidneys at one time, and then grabbing all this going off all at once. Feeling courageous from that anthem from Svalder. He's gonna, first action, kind of stride, or to kind of like clamber up onto that table behind him.
Okay.
And somehow that took away the Nimbus. That was crazy, but
I think you may be out of range now.
um
Oh.
that's strange, but
Is that
anyhow, I
does
just
that
wanted to
persist or yeah, that's the Nimbus. Yeah, that's right. That should be.
Yeah, the anthem should still be there.
yeah, that's there. So I mean, just to kind of put a little bit of distance between us, and to get maybe even just a slight enough height over the top of Tavam to be able to aim down on top of our dear captain.
Fair.
So second action, going to do an interact to fold out that leaf attachment on the butt of my weapon
Oh.
innovation to activate
Setting up.
that onto this kind of on the table next to him, and so that'll allow for my third action being to just line him up, shoot him. I was gonna overdrive, but I didn't want to get a shot off to start that, or get a chance at starting that persist fire damage from the
Huge.
leaf of the shellflower. So let me target this man. And
Stack
then,
up that persistent DiMaggio. That's what I always say.
That's right, especially that ass damage that's coming.
Stack it and whack it.
So third action, but first
Yeah,
attack.
we don't say that though.
Okay. Fair.
Oh, oh.
Oh, it's almost
Okay.
all right.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
So I'll roll regular damage, and then it's Courageous Anthem.
Should automatically be in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
5. Okay.
then let me grab the
Getting that bonus from the weakness.
Please don't let him have another turn.
It as can I just I'll put the gun in the chat so you can add that. So when they interact for the next minute, whenever you strike an enemy with the weapon innovation, the construct fires a small jet of fire, automatically hits the target for 3d4 additional persist fire damage.
So, that was the second action you took was to activate this effect.
Yes. So that was
Okay.
like, because you kind of fold out this attachment, set
Yeah.
it down on the ground next to you, and it fires. If I hit, then it immediately automatically hits that.
fires.
But I put it in the chat so you have that
Okay.
button to
Huge.
put on for that. And
Boom.
that's my 3 actions this turn.
Hot. I think you guys are fine. Hadron remastered. You're up.
So I'm gonna 1 action Scorching Ray.
Okay.
I think I still have him targeted. Hold on. Yeah. Oof.
Miss.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
We'll play it. I'll play it.
Okay.
Strategic.
Well, so not with 1 or 2 of those hero points, by the way.
That was better.
We're doing
2.
2? That's right. Okay.
Dropping a deuce on it.
Yeah, but you can't hero point twice anyway, right?
Not the same. I got you.
So that missed. So.
Hmm.
He's gonna kill me.
Basically, yeah.
Tucker agrees.
Yeah. It was all strategic, Chris.
Gotcha.
Got me up.
Well, I didn't expect that to happen. So.
I did.
Okay, you just did a 1. Are you seriously gonna fireball everybody, bro?
No, just
Just scare
I
me
mean-
as all.
I mean,
just like save him with this
Reflex-
10
Three of
HP
them.
and fire resistance.
reflex is his weakest.
I think that. Well, wow, that did not show up like that when I was placing it. What the fuck?
That is
That's-
That was a lot bigger than
That's
it
nice.
was showing on the
Spicy
map.
meatball.
Yeah, the purple area is the target. You don't have frozen hand in that.
Oh, well, can I move
You-
it 1 to the right, and then that'll put him. You see how like Taven's
What
in
you
it?
mean to the left?
Oh, I'm dead.
You can place it in that room.
Oh, is
further
it because
behind
there's
him.
like a wall?
He's a wall.
Yeah, there's a
got the
wall right here.
covered.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was trying to just like.
All I see is a big fire pit.
A spicy
Yeah,
meatball.
that's kind of weird. How do you move it again? Fuck, it's not letting.
You go to the
Oh, I
second
gotta
on
go
the
to the
left.
other.
Yeah,
That's
go
what's
to
happening
the
right now.
The Carpenter
The-
Square.
Carpenter Square. Yeah.
Is he in it there?
Looks like he probably is. Let me drag him out. Yeah, he would be there.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
we'll
go.
just go with that.
Nice.
So that'll hit
Yeah.
Ensfalder as well.
They have
Yeah.
fire resist, don't they?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Nimbus.
Probably. All right, you're locking it in.
Locked in.
All right, Ensfalder, we're gonna need a reflex save on that DC 21.
What is that one? Athletics?
Oh no.
No, reflex save.
Where am I looking?
It'll be on the left-hand side of in the main, like.
Under your initiative.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Nice.
You can also click the button in the chat and it'll do it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, that save DC 21 basic reflex.
Yeah. Shitting me.
19. That's a failure.
The only one.
Oh.
How much damage
Frozen
does Decker
hand.
do with?
He did 25.
Actually did pretty decent damage.
Frozen hand will take half.
Half of 20.
Plus 2.
Screw
Yeah, he got
it.
it in there.
Screw it. I'll take it. We're doing half.
Well, you would take full because
You would take
failed
full,
the save.
right?
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You also
Here.
have fire resistance, right? From
Get a little bit of fire resist from
Dom.
Alder. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
bad.
you're good. Yeah.
That's
So it's half damage for you. Yeah.
Now it's half.
Yeah.
Nice.
You didn't quite crit. You needed a couple more to crit, but
That's okay.
that's a nice chunk of fire resistance though. What's 5 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Calculator.
Okay. Boom. So like the fire detonates inside of this room. You can see like papers kind of go flying off of this desk, and a bunch of them catch fire. And
There goes
It
all our
is.
evidence.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
it is Captain Frozen Hand's turn. And as he like sort of squares up for this, he's like, "You boys are formidable indeed." And he reaches out with his left hand, the frozen hand, and holds it forward. And I think what we're gonna do here is probably how do you do cones? You can do them like this maybe.
They start at a point.
On the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they start out.
Is that a valid cone?
Hey, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out of
I
it.
think that's a valid cone. Okay. He holds out his hand, and a huge cone of cold magical energy bursts forth. Cone of cold hands. I need everybody in there to give me a reflex save.
Good luck, guys.
You can click that reflex save button.
Well, the two people that got burned up don't have to do that shit again.
It's true.
Failure from Wesley.
Ooh,
Somebody critted.
I did.
Nice.
Success from Bosco.
Wait.
Alright, here's
Yeah, I did.
Crits.
Monty as well.
Crit success from Bromir and Tavam.
Why doesn't it say crit success? It just gives me the green numbers.
I don't think you
Did you
clicked the
click-
button. You didn't click
Oh.
the basic reflex save thing.
Monty.
Oh,
It's good to
shit.
Bromir.
Monty. Okay, here comes the damage.
What does a crit success do? Is it nothing?
0 damage.
0.
26
Oh, that's so
points
huge.
of cold damage. So Wesley, you're going to take the 26. Bosco, you'll take half of that for 13. Bromir and Tavam take nothing, and Monty takes the full 26.
Yeah. Frozen Hand takes 4 fire at the start of his turn from my aura.
Okay.
And he's got
So-
like 2 sources of persistent on right now, I think. When it's
Is
turn
it-
ends.
oh wait, is it 4 with the weakness?
It's 4 with the weakness. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I don't. His weakness shouldn't stack with mine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that was his cone of cold hands, and then
Reaction? Yeah.
that was 2 actions. His third action, you see, he like raises the frozen hand up into the air, and an explosion of ice cold energy emanates from all around him, blasting outward. Everybody in there needs to give me
Hey!
a save.
What save?
That's a reflex save, but
Oh,
why don't you
reflex
click
save.
that button? Just
Yeah.
click that mother flipping button in the chat box, and
Wow.
you don't have to worry. You hear me now?
What am I clipping?
Oh.
The button in the chat box, the basic
I was
reflex.
just like, you guys will learn.
Dude, you guys are rolling so ridiculously well. Like,
I
what
mean,
the
it's luck.
hell?
Yes.
It's okay. Did you see what we rolled last game?
I mean, it still could be a
Okay,
lot
so
of
we got-
damage, even though we succeed.
Bosco, Bromir, Avum, and okay. So the damage is piercing and cold, not nearly as much. You know, the big deal with that is pushing everybody back, but literally none of you failed. So it pushes no one back. Okay, that is his 3 actions. Here comes the and when I click this, it should do the persistent stuff.
Here comes his 4th action.
Right? Okay, so the 2d6 is 8, so he takes the damage, rolls a recovery,
Oof.
passes the acid.
Just do it again.
Oh, it's already gone. Nice. And then rolls recovery on the fire and fails that one.
Oh, hot.
The frightened comes off, and it is Hez's turn.
Did he take the fire damage? I didn't see it on the chat.
Oh, no. Oh, good point. There we go. All right, Heb, what you got?
Punch him in the dick.
Yeah. In my head, he's trying to push us away from him, and I don't think him trying to get away from us is in our best interest. So I think holding him still, keeping him where he is probably what's best. And I think we're going to go first-hand try. I think we're going to go.
Okay. Give him the G-Rab.
What is that? That's a athletics.
Unbelievable, these rolls. He is grabbed.
I think hands-on, he's not going anywhere. Round 2 comes the fist.
Okay.
With a map.
With a map.
With map. But
Who needs a map?
yeah, that's okay.
You tried to kick him.
I did.
You guys loving these animations or what?
I do. So we're gonna try to kick him again. Oh,
You kicked him.
definitely did.
Love that
Give us-
crit thing.
Give us
Wow.
that critical damage.
I do. Now that's also got crushing, doesn't it?
Does it?
I don't.
Yeah, did
I
you
have
hit him
crushing
with...
on my hands, don't I?
Well, if you roll the damage, it'll show it
It'll
on there.
show.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It'll show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 30 points of damage. Huge.
Feeble
And-
and clumsy. Damn.
When you critically hit,
What?
target becomes clumsy 1, feebled 1 until the end of your next turn.
Target will succeed at
Massive.
21 fort DC.
Oh.
Sick.
And then the crit spec, a fortitude save, or be slowed 1. You did make that. Okay, wow, that's pretty huge though. 30 points of damage, enfeebled, slow, and that was just your second action, right?
That was third. That was the map 3 one. His
Oh.
grab first
Oh, right,
action,
yeah.
second action, miss, third action.
that was
That's
three
right. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, huge.
Yeah.
Okay. Wesley Steel Arrow, the Trace. What do you got in the tank?
I'm going to first action move to here.
Okay.
And then second action, the more I think about it, I think I'm just going to throw that rank 3 heal for Bromir.
Okay.
I was waiting for him to say pass the turn.
I want a delay. I want a delay. I want a delay.
Trust me, Bromir. Trust me.
It's a calculated play.
It's a calculated play.
Hey, it did pay off. I mean,
It did.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Not
You
you.
moved and casted. Svalder, you're up.
All right. First action.
We'll take a break at the end of the round if that's all right, Luke. Okay.
Where was the athletics macro? There it is. So first action, since he's grabbed already, I'm going to attempt to trip him.
Okay.
Full hero point that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
Hmm.
It says it's different, but it looked like they're the same.
What?
And then, let's see. And then we'll just do a 2-action elemental blast on him.
Okay. That blast.
Oh,
Big blast.
blast him. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good.
Nice. 15 increased to 17 from the whackness.
Oh,
Big if true. He's looking pretty tough. Rough.
I mean, he's definitely pretty tough.
pretty
too.
tough and rough.
Okay. Tavam, you're up.
I'm gonna take a bit of a risk here. I think.
Okay.
We're gonna go-
attack twice and then panache him. Finish him.
I think I'm just gonna attack once with the confident finisher.
Okay. Just do the finisher.
Yep, just do the finisher right out the gate.
Okay.
I think I will hero point that.
Okay.
I want it. Let me hero point that.
Believe in it. You have to believe in it.
I'm playing from a Mac, and that's also a pain in the ass.
Big Mac?
You want me to click the reroll using a hero point? I can do it
Yes,
on my end.
please.
Oh,
Oh, little
I
GM
I
glitch.
shouldn't have done that.
Good.
Little GM glitch.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh.
Thank you, Tevis.
Oh,
You're
it's like-
welcome.
How's it
that
feel like punching
clumsy
yourself?
off guard, just dumb.
And that was right on the money too.
oh, look at all
my
those peas.
Oh.
Crap.
Oh no.
Okay.
And
He is
dead?
looking really rough, but still standing.
And so-
standing.
Yeah,
That was my first thing. I can't do anything else with the attack action, so that's
Right.
pretty much the end of my turn.
Unless you want to like move or something.
No, I don't want to deny the flanking from
Ask
Adam.
him to give up, maybe? We can figure out what the fuck's going on.
Can I grapple a target that's already grappled?
Yeah, I could try
Yeah.
that. I
You
could try.
can.
I could try to. I could try some deception. Give up now, and we'll let you live.
I could try some deception.
I could try a little deception.
I mean, I'd be fine with you trying that. You don't have to roll though, because it would be a failure. It doesn't.
It's just for flavor.
If you want to, I mean, if you want to roll it just to see what happens, like if you roll really well, then your characters would maybe realize that there's something going on or something. You know,
We don't know shit.
you don't know shit. Okay.
So now
Bromir,
that's leaving my check.
take it away. Unless you wanted to do something with your third action table. You do have 3.
I do have 3. I can't frighten him again.
Can't do any athletics checks.
Yeah. I've already got. No, I lost panache. I guess I could try to tumble through him.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try
Do you
that.
really want to though?
To get
Does Hev really
Pistachio
want you
back.
to, though?
Well, he can tumble back and then back
Yeah, I
out.
can tumble all the way right about back to where I'm at.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. We talked
And
about
Okay.
it still gets him the pistachio, too.
Okay, okay. I'm thinking tumble through, and you're gonna wind up on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, theoretically, that's what it would be for, but yeah.
Not having targeted again.
It did not succeed. That's his reflex DC, right? For tumble through?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't succeed.
All right, so now my turn's go. Sorry.
Okay. All right, Bromir, take it away for real this time.
Gonna do the old strikeroo that I always do.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh.
It's like this much. Above me, like looking at you.
And you know what that means?
That
Have
was
you guys
almost,
missed any attacks? Holy
Darn.
That was almost 2 20s.
Yeah.
Almost.
That was pretty crazy.
All right, Bromir, give us that damage. I'll do a fort save here.
Damn. And
Damn.
crit.
He does make the fort save.
24 damage.
Okay. So you get the 10 damage, and then
The 14 from the crit.
the 14 damage. You knock him to the ground.
Oh!
You crush the side of his head with your fists, and he just crumples.
How does that
Yes.
feel, acting Captain Frozen Hand?
His sword goes clattering to the ground. You
got it.
see from the scar in his neck that you notice, you see a little purple worm-like creature start to crawl out. And as it does so, you see Frozen Hand kind of like looks up at you guys. I'm glad it was you. Thank you. And he dies. You think
My second action.
probably from, as he dies, as much from this creature leaving his body as from, you guys dealt him nearly mortal wounds, but normally you wouldn't just die immediately like this.
Oh,
Quick,
so
somebody
it's
get a
like-
jar. How big is
I was
this
going to
worm?
step on it.
Yeah, it
Where's the
looks like
option
it's
of-
maybe, like as it all comes out, it's like 6 inches long. This like purple worm-like creature with lots of like articulated segments.
I have an air bladder that I would use
So-
for diving that can seal.
Well, hold
I would
on.
absolutely enjoy collecting said thing.
Bromir is, since it would still be my action, hold on, and since it would still technically be my action, I was going to stomp on it. So you guys were going to have to stop me.
Oh,
Does somebody yell at Bromir as he starts to stomp it?
Yes.
yeah, I'll definitely
What
take
was
a
the thing?
reaction.
I mean,
Oh.
it's going to be one of those things that's hard to do. It's like, have you ever
I'm
tried
gonna
being and
use
stopping
my
it?
reaction, and as the captain is following, I'm gonna follow down with him.
Interesting
Protect his
concept.
body as you.
Interesting.
I mean,
would Head
Yeah.
normally do that?
I would say
absolutely.
if you wanted to try and stop him, you could attempt an athletics check against his like reflex DC.
Which is
Oh no, I'm raging. No, he's dead. No, it's absolutely
Okay.
It'll take me a second to actually calm down. So if he's actually trying to stomp it, I'm probably not going to stomp him.
Anybody else trying to stop?
Oh,
Bromir
no.
from stomping?
Stomp away.
Nah.
No,
not
wait,
within
no.
reach.
I mean, that's
Wait,
all I can
don't
do
stop
from where I'm at.
Sorry,
Oh,
man.
It
Sure.
squishes.
How about this? Since you said hey no, can I just do a roll to see if I
Hey,
catch
no.
myself? If not, then I follow through with the stomping.
Yeah, sure. Make a will save
All right,
against
I'll do
uh,
Wesley.
Well, we'll just call it DC 22.
Oh,
20 and 2. Eh? You failed. You want a hero point?
wait, I failed the will save, so that means I fall through.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna use 0.
Okay. You squish the purple worm. You see like purple guts and blood go splattering on the wooden floor panels. And
Then I look at Wesley, it's like, oopsie.
Purple worm, or are we gonna get attacked by Wizards of the Coast?
It's okay.
it's not that kind of purple worm. It's a different worm entirely.
Just making sure.
Okay.
As the life goes out of Frozen Hand, you notice that his icy blue hand slowly dims and then gets darker and darker and softer, and then it kind of takes a shape of like a blue glove that he's just wearing on his arm. And at that point, let's go ahead and take that break. We'll take a little 10-minute break. Everybody grab a drink, use the restroom, and we'll see you here in a little bit.
Alrighty.
All right, we should be good.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our short break. I will have trouble finishing out the episode because I'm deeply depressed at how fast Frozen Hand went down, but we'll try to pull this out. What do you guys do? He's laying there. The worm is squished next to him. Of course, his bastard sword is laying on the ground. His glove is on his hand. What do you guys do?
I'll inspect the glove.
Okay. Give me a magic base check. So that could be any of the the magical skills, arcana, nature, religion.
I pick up the glove and I hand it to Hadron.
So you're gonna pull the glove off of his hand?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull it off, it comes off easily. Underneath you can see that his natural hand is normal and undamaged.
I'm gonna hear.
Can I assist him?
Sure.
Because I handed it to him.
Tactical hero point. Yeah, it's worse. Woo!
Yeah, tactics.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, which one do I roll? Quick. I'll just do this one. It's the first one I saw.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
it's worse.
It's a glove.
I
Looks like a
fumbled.
dark
That's the
blue
reason why he
glove.
didn't. I fumbled it.
Hell yeah.
I would like
You
to.
can have it.
I'll inspect it again in 10 minutes.
I would like to
Um,
listen for anybody incoming because I'm sure that fireball was rather loud.
Yeah, Bosco's gonna kind of cover that northern door.
Okay.
While they're kind of looking over the body and everything. So, kind of step down.
I always
carefully.
land on that
Just like
Dance with the Sugar Plum Fairies song. I don't know why that is. Sorry. Swing.
Let's-
The
So
Christmas
you're
story.
going north to listen at this door?
yeah, I'm just gonna kind of cover this door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand on whatever side it is that the door would open.
Mhm.
Like, so I would be behind it if that's right or left hand
Um,
side. But
Yeah, this door opens. It looks like it can open either way, actually. It can open in or out. Like it kind of comes out. Like there's a metal bar that serves as the hinge and it kind of comes out of the wall. So the door can actually swing in and out.
oh, okay.
And
You
that's
there,
that's
check
how
out
this
that
door
door.
was too. They're like really heavy duty doors, like super thick metal.
Okay. Then call Monty over to me. to
Okay.
give us
Give me
hand.
a perception check when you get over there, Bosco.
Okay.
And while you're working on that, anybody else interacting with Captain Frozen Hand or his corpse? Did you guys already start looting it?
I just
I
picked
was
up his
gonna-
glove, assuming that we were looting it.
Yeah.
What
Are
is
they
everybody
looting?
else doing? Sorry, Bebo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to see if there's anything left of the burnt papers over here that might be of use to
Okay, give me
figure
a-
out what's going on.
Give me a perception check over there. Bosco, for your perception check, like on the other side of the door, you hear like a faint like roaring sound, like a huge bonfire or something like that, maybe like it's not like a person or a creature, it's just like a sustained like
Does it sound more like a forge, like some kind of machine?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
maybe a mix of like forge and not machine, more like a forge. Yeah, like a just a loud
So-
burning sound.
like the bellows, like
Yeah.
causing the flames. Okay. Then I'll relay that I don't hear footsteps or anything, just a little roar.
Yeah,
I'll pat the captain down.
Okay.
I'll close this southern door here.
Okay. You close it. You don't hear anybody coming as you get down there, Wesley. That is one thing about this place is like all of these doors are really thick. And I think you did close the door. Yeah, you did close the door like where those other clones were.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't hear anybody coming, but you go ahead and close the door.
Mm-hmm.
Tavam, on your perception check, as far as the papers go, you don't really find anything usable. It looks like everything that was here kind of got burned up. There are two smaller doors in this room, one to the north and one to the south. As you search the desk, you do find a few things, some thieves' tools, picks that look to be especially finely crafted, a rune that seems to be magical in nature. And it looks like maybe some ginger chews and timeless salts.
I'll definitely take
Ooh.
the
ginger
definitely
cheese.
take the thieves' tools,
The ginger.
and then I'll get Hadron to try to tell me what's this rune is.
Okay.
I've been really consistent with these.
Can I aid him?
Sure. Patting down Frozen Hand, other than his clothing, doesn't seem to be wearing anything especially interesting. It really looks like the sword that he was wielding is etched with runes and has like a frosty sheen to it. And then the glove on his left hand that they already pulled off, but still haven't really identified yet. If you guys, somebody, I should have mystified that. But I would say you can easily identify that the bastard sword is a +1 striking frost bastard sword.
Oh, good thing he never used it
He did on his first attack.
on me, except for on me.
On Bromir, you got slapped a little bit.
No,
Yup.
little slap and tickle.
We'll slap tickle.
Is he still
Okay.
wearing those earrings, like on his character there?
Yeah, he's got some.
I reach
some
down, I
fire.
take him off, and I toss him to Wesley.
Okay.
Snatch him up.
You are no longer the acting captain.
You are now the captain. You wear the earrings. You are the captain.
The captain's earrings.
I push him in my ears.
Do you have piercings, or do you just straight up?
I pierce him right now.
He does now.
That's how much piercing damage?
Hardcore.
There's weeping
baby.
and wailing and gnashing of teeth. But yeah. Let's see. 25 on the Arcana check is sufficient to identify the item in the desk. Somebody already moved it, which makes everything so much harder.
That was a 26 because I aided him.
Everybody's yelling at the same time. I can't hear what that was. Tucker, what did you say? Did Tucker say something? Oh.
No.
It was me. I said I'll put it back. I just thought it would be easier to put it in the party stash. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It is a pacifying weapon rune. This rune turns weapons into instruments of peacemaking. You can activate it with a reaction when the trigger is met, which is that you damage a creature with the etched weapon, and the damaged creature must succeed at a DC 20 will save or be pacified. A pacified creature takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls on any attacks that aren't non-lethal for 1 minute, and the creature also experiences a clear psychic warning that they should stop making attacks that could kill. Pacifying rune.
Wow.
And you already pulled the other stuff out of that thing, right? the salts, the chews, and the picks.
Yep. The timeless salts. Yep.
All right. Is anybody picking up Frozen Hand's bastard sword? It is on his corpse. You can loot it.
Shame none
Of
of
the
us can
corpse.
really use it, right? Can you use it, Salter? No, you can't use it either. No.
You can transfer runes.
Yeah, aside from the rune.
We'll just put it in the party stash right now, I guess.
Okay.
What does the rune do again?
It's
It's
frost. It does bonus cold damage on hit.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
and
think
there's
my
none
gloves if I
you-
can get that.
Yeah, the frost rune is smoking hot.
Yeah.
the unusual
If-
object.
If,
Did we look at that?
That is the frozen hand. No one has successfully really identified it yet. If anybody else wants to roll a magic-based check, you can.
a magic.
Or if you just
based-
want to put it on your hand, that would be, you could try that as well.
Oh, the glove, you
I
mean?
mean, it
Yeah.
works so well for me.
Oh,
Put the mask on, you know.
I'm going to
17.
hero point that.
You know
Okay.
what? I'll put the glove on. I'm an orc.
Okay.
An orc was wearing it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you start to slide the glove on. It is painfully, excruciatingly painfully cold as soon as you start to slide it onto your hand. Give me
Yeah.
a fortitude save.
I feel a Lich King effect going on right now, and I don't like it.
It's the hand of Vecna, or whatever is
Yeah.
it.
Okay. The cold, like it hurts so bad that you just can't even force it on your hand. Like you take it off after a few seconds. And you're just like, I just can't. I can't. And there's something like mentally, something in your head that's blocking you. Like you feel like you can't try again until your next daily preparations.
Which hand was it?
He had it on his left hand, but maybe it's a ambidextrous glove. I don't know.
Universal glove? Yeah, the old universal glove.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The love glove.
Wesley,
I
who
try
are you
Putting
healing?
it on my prosthetic, if it allows it to. My prosthetic's the right hand, though.
You can. Yeah. Give me a fortitude save. Who are you healing, Wesley? Yourself?
Bromir. It says Bromir.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
sorry. Yeah. Nice.
There you go.
You. On heals.
A 20. You make it just a hair further than but you can't. Like you get it on there. Maybe it's even a little harder for you because it's just so cold, which is kind of antithetical to your
Yeah.
fire kinetic nature. But there is a moment like where you almost feel a certain, like there's something in there that's almost a kinship to your style of power. Anybody else want to try?
I'll try it. Sure, why
Can
the
I
hell
try
not?
putting it on somebody?
I force it onto somebody.
Just runs at somebody
Of
with a
Oh.
course. Tave
First
them.
Taven.
All right.
Okay.
So you
Oh.
slide it on, and I mean, like I said, it gets excruciating. If you've ever read or seen the movie Dune, imagine like the Gom Jabbar situation where they put his hand in the box.
Yeah.
It's just like unbelievably painful as you pull it on, and as soon as you get your fingers into it and it kind of snaps into place, your hand immediately goes into this icy form, just like frozen hands used to look. The pain goes away. There's still like a dull kind of ache, but it's not anything like what it was when you put it on.
I don't know what you guys were. That was easy. What is wrong with you?
Super easy.
There's still pain, Taven.
We're
Yeah.
Still pain.
I got the
Taven's like,
earrings. I don't need the glove.
the pain will pass over and through me, and in its wake, I will
Yeah.
stand.
That's right. Yeah, the litany against fear.
Yep.
I never can. I've wanted to memorize it, but I never can remember. Fear is the mind killer.
I need a moment. I need to rest.
Okay.
Okay.
So I wanna do a refocus.
Okay. Yeah, you could take 10 minutes.
Do I find out anything about why not put the glove on?
You feel like you would be protected from cold. Like you feel like, if you were in a winter setting or something, you just feel that wouldn't be a problem. You know that there is, and I mean the glove itself is seems to be powerful. Like you feel like if you punch somebody with this, it's going to be, you're going to hit them with your fist, but then also it's going to be cold as well. But there's also like it seems another source of power there, something that you don't know how to tap into at this point, that maybe with further study you could master the item.
Can you take it off?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Can I take it off?
Do you try to?
Yeah, I'll try to take it off because
Do
it's
you feel
not
like you
really
want
my
to?
fighting style.
Okay, you kind of like push on it and just kind of intuitively find the rim of the glove, and you slide it off with ease. And as soon as you do, it becomes a dark blue glove. It's no longer, your hand is no longer icy.
I mean, it's a pretty cool glove. I think one of the fighters should have it. One of the bare knuckle guys should try to put it back on.
If somebody wants to take time while you guys are refocusing and all this stuff, is anybody like treating wounds and stuff, by the way, while you're doing this refocus? Or anything else during this 10 minutes?
Can I treat a wound while I'm refocusing?
I'm always. Yeah, I think you can.
Probably. They say like if the nature of how you refocus is consistent with like doing a treat wounds, and that's fine. I'm not really sure what how your refocus is styled, but
I don't know. I could be
you probably like read books and stuff like that.
And if I review a medical journal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Sure.
All right, so I'll target.
So you can go ahead and...
I'll do Bosco.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
If somebody wants to spend the 10 minutes with Frozen Hand, I'll let you roll another check to try to recall knowledge on it. You've killed Bosco. Bosco's died.
No.
Somebody put the glove on his head.
He definitely dies.
Did anybody take the glove
10
from
minutes
me?
with what? Like just looking over Frozen Hand, or?
Yeah, just kind of inspecting it, trying to kind of like see what you can figure out as you but only one person really could, I would say, do that.
I mean, I think me being an orc, I would probably really want to try to get this glove on.
Okay.
Oh, you say not put the glove on, but
yeah, but try to understand how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll trade you the glove for the knife.
Ooh. I think I'd take that.
I think what I'll say is, because this is kind of a big item, and I don't necessarily want it to just be like a roll of the dice as far as who has access to it. So I'm going to say, if you guys take 10 minutes and kind of inspect it, you'll learn about the item, which is that it is an artifact. And more than an artifact, it is it has a dedication feat, which is the Frozen Hand dedication. I did identify the item on his corpse, so you guys can read it if you'd like.
Does it match my captain's earrings? Sorry.
Is it a set?
No, they look good together. They do. Yeah. The earrings are sapphire, so it's just like a really nice. Yeah. Yeah, so that is Frozen Hand, and then you can see from there the Frozen Hand dedication, which is a dedication feat, an archetype dedication. So if you guys aren't familiar, in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, there are certain magical items that you can learn a dedication from, and like the more you invest feats into them, you kind of explore the power of the artifact. So for Frozen Hand, I did create some feats to go for it early on. If anybody's interested in doing so, obviously I didn't flesh out like the entire thing, because I was like, if nobody wants to do this, I don't want to write like 20 feats for this item. But I will share with you guys the what I have made. I think I'll do this observer, so you can see the Frozen Hand folder inside of the items tab now.
Oh, nice.
So there's the dedication, and then you have Glacial Weapon, Ice Caster, Frigid Kinetic Awakening, Cold Clutch, which is what you get that automatically with the dedication, and then there's Ice Grip.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Totally trade you this for the knife.
I could be Captain Wesley Frozen Arrow.
Yes. Frozen nuts.
Frozen.
But yeah, you do have to pass the fortitude save at least one time. But if it takes you a while to make it, like eventually you're going to hit it. It just takes you. You can check every day to try to put it on. So theoretically, if you have trouble getting it on, we could take downtime and do that and all that kind of stuff. But
would this count for me as with a weapon? It says it counts
it would be an unarmed attack. It works like more like
wraps.
Yeah,
Okay.
like wraps. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a fist weapon or anything like that. It's
Right.
just
Yeah.
wraps.
It really just because that's kind of the nature of it, is that like it modifies your hand. So after you attune to it, it's not even like you're wearing a glove. It's like your actual hand is this way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's an even better proposition for you. Yeah, I'll trade you the knife for the glove.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it, and could I move like all of my stuff that I have on my wraps to this, or this is kind of like a standalone thing?
It's unique. You can add
Um,
more runes to it or anything.
Yeah.
you would still have the hand wraps, but because this would just be an unarmed attack, your hand wraps would affect this, right? So you would be attuned to your hand wraps and frozen hand, and then like if you have a striking rune on your hand wraps, it'll increase the damage that you do with frozen hand.
Ooh.
So they would work together, and you wouldn't have to do like 2 sets of runes.
I got you.
Gotcha.
Well, I feel like this needs to be a roll off. I can't just trade.
And if
the
you guys
knife
want
for
to take
it.
some time and think about it, that's totally fine too. I did kind of put some thought into making this a viable option for literally everybody in the party. So there's some caster stuff, there's some kineticist stuff, there's some weapon stuff, there's some grapple stuff. Like there's something for everybody. And if somebody does take it and continue to use it, then I would plan to kind of embrace that ideology that there would be options that work for everybody.
Okay, cool.
Well, I got the mask, so I'm going to stay out of this one.
Okay. No frozen hand for B Will. Well, let's table the discussion for the moment. Let's give you guys some time to think on that, stew on it. We'll come back to it. But for the moment, you guys are in this place. Door to the north and the south you came through, and then in this small room that Tatum's in, there are also small doors to the north and south. What do you guys want to do next?
I'm going to listen at the door to the south of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should check
don't hear anything.
these. Check these first. Oh, I should probably heal
Okay.
myself.
You want to take another 10 Wesley?
No, I think I'm just gonna grab a spell.
Okay.
Use my last second.
Tatum, to the south, you do not hear anything on the other side of that door.
All right. I will attempt to
Oh no.
see if the door. I'm going to wait for him to get your 10 minutes before I do it, but I will see if
he's
the door is
casting.
locked.
But yeah, he's
No.
casting a spell.
I
so-
can't. Can you delete that? I can't do heal on myself. I got to do harm.
Oh right, yeah.
Need to add that back.
But yeah, it is unlocked as you test the handle. Be well. You
Hey
can't
guys,
see
I'm going to
the
open this
token?
door.
Yeah, I can't see anything. Well, I see the
Oh.
map, and I see everybody's mouse's
Your
pointers
token is
moving,
gone.
but
Did you check it for traps?
there it goes. Okay.
No, but that's a good idea. I should probably check it for traps.
Okay.
I'm going to give it the old two-room rule.
Give me a perception check, Tatum.
I want to cast guidance on them.
Okay. You're +1. So a total of 20. It looks like there are no traps on this door.
I will open the door.
Romeo undoing the 2-room rule at the last
Oh.
second.
Trust him.
The door explodes into another room.
I've
and
misjudged my trust.
you see on the other side of it, what looks to be just like a stone slab built into the like carved. This is super underground, so this is like carved out of the stone, and there's a stone slab, and on the stone slab you see bones of a creature that looks like it was maybe. I mean, they're kind of like crushed and chiseled in weird ways. Like, was this like some kind of torture or some kind of research? As you look onto the table to the side there, you see tools like saws and calipers and pliers.
Pliers, holy shit!
Can I assume that they were trying to pull a worm out of a body?
Or put one in one.
Give me a perception check to sense motive.
Bromir, assuming that the other room to the north is going to be the same, I just go in to the one above.
Okay.
I would like to
Crack
do a
open that door.
recall knowledge based on what I'm viewing.
Okay. Go ahead
Maybe
and
medicine.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Bromir, on the north side, you see a similar kind of setup, but a much fresher body. This one, you see the feet sticking out, but it's covered in a white cloth.
This body is fresh.
Boss is gonna kind of walk down into that hallway to kind of follow where everybody's at.
Wesley, with a 19 on medicine, you think this is some kind of research? It seems to be like the tools are fairly rudimentary, but also not the worst you've ever seen. Like, maybe they're doing the best they can with what they've got here, but there was some kind of like, this seems like they were studying, like taking something apart piece by piece, that kind of thing. Bromir, what are you doing in the north room?
You say that there's other implements around, like these tongs, for example. I'd like to reach out and pick up the tongs and kind of use that to lift up the head of the sheet. I don't think we're going to notice anything, but just in case if it's one of us, I'm just curious.
Okay. Yeah, you lift up the head of the sheet, and it is the face of Roscoe.
Oh, dude. God, Roscoe! You've died!
And he's like, in a state of decay. It seems like they did something with the body to kind of preserve things. It doesn't smell particularly bad, but like based on the age of it, it looks fairly fresh, like maybe a few days or a few weeks even. Maybe some kind of magic was used to sustain the body. But it's like if the body were naturally decaying at this point, you would expect it to smell really bad.
Yeah,
but it does not.
Haven's just getting up in there.
And you can see, like, as you kind of lift up the sheet and look down, you can see his naked torso, and it looks like there are incisions that have been made, like cutting. Maybe they were trying to do something with the body and it didn't work, or they didn't get a chance to finish, or something happened. You're not really sure.
I need to figure out if this is the real
Real Roscoe.
Roscoe or not. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, check if there's that scar.
Yes, I'm beginning to suspect that we may be clones also.
Yes. Can you move, so I can move myself, please? Thank you. I can't.
It's a stack of people.
I still can't move. What is going on?
I've moved you.
Why do I have multiple me's?
Wait, there's only one you.
I see one right there, and I see the one that you're moving right there.
This is the real
refresh.
Well, then what is this?
I think you got out of sync somehow.
Son of bitch.
Son of bitch. Okay, is anybody else doing anything in any of these rooms?
I looked at the bottom one. I haven't really looked around the top one, but
yeah, as
they
you
said
come in,
bodies, but they're not saying the bodies are moving. So I don't.
They hit the floor though. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, sorry. It was let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay.
I did my best.
Fun.
I'd like, since we know that this other body is Bosco. Is there
Roscoe?
Oh, Roscoe, not Bosco. Okay. Then is there any? Can I do like a? I don't know if it'd be a recall knowledge or a perception check to see if I can at least figure out, maybe not necessarily who, but or at least a race of what these bones left over were.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, with the 19 medicine check you had a 19 medicine check before, right? Yeah, that would be enough. It looks like this was human.
Mm,
Kumon.
Uman.
Maybe, I mean, either human or half human. So, like, it could feasibly be half orc, half elf, human, like something in that range.
okay.
Interesting. All right.
Bus was gonna go back before he forgets and pick up that little attachment, kind of fold it, attach it back to his butt of his rifle, and
Nice.
there's an innovation, and let it kind of recharge. And then
What's that?
kind of catch up on
Take
what
one.
everyone's looking at before.
Okay.
Stepping back over here to go. So did we happen to? And he's gonna kind of point back towards Roscoe on the table, like, was that one? That one's not
We
the real one. We know where Roscoe is, right? Yes.
we
Like,
know
this is
where a Roscoe is.
okay.
We've left the room.
And then like it was like, oh, all right, we're walking. Got it. Okay.
We're walking. We're walking.
Devon, come.
Come
Devon,
along, Monty.
check out this door. Two
Check out this
walls.
door.
Like,
All right, I
careful.
will check out the door.
Okay.
I would like to aid.
Give me that. Give me that pro and that aid.
Mm-mm.
22 for the aid. So +1.
Oh,
I added it in there, dude.
14. What's that? Okay.
I added it in there, yeah.
The door looks clear.
thought
All
I
right,
don't trust you.
I'll see if the door is locked.
It is not locked.
Kick it.
All right, I'm gonna open the door.
The door opens. As soon as it opens, it
Okay.
explodes.
Okay.
There is a distinct change in temperature, though. Like, it feels hot. As soon as you open the door, you feel a wave of heat, and as you step into the hallway, it gets even hotter. It's not unbearable. It's not like a dangerous heat. You know, it feels like it's probably 100, 105 degrees, something like that. Like, it's hot, but you're not in any
Would we
danger.
think that if
Alder,
somebody
I
wore
think
that
this is a
glove,
job
would it
for you.
balance out the temperature?
I'm
Uncomfortable.
sorry, Gribble, I missed some of what you said there.
If somebody was wearing the glove, do we think that it would balance out the uncomfortableness, kind of thing? Like
No,
if okay, not
Maybe.
resist. Okay,
not really.
not
No, but
really. No. Okay.
I'm gonna stick close to Svalder.
Okay.
Okay.
You see ahead of you, Tavam, another door, identical to the one that you just came through, basically.
I'm gonna say, hey, Father, I think this is more up your alley.
And the sound of that, like the sound of roaring fire, it does get louder as you approach the door.
Why did you close the
Oops.
door?
I misclicked. My bad.
Bye.
Y'all have fun. Have
Don't
fun
get dead.
storming the castle.
I'll open
Oh,
the
yeah.
door.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
just open it.
Pop it. As you open the door, you see
Another door.
5 like large metal rings, and from each of them you can see like a glowing, like an orange glow of fire. And probably for you, Svalder, it feels pretty nice here, almost homey. It is very hot as you open the door, maybe 110 degrees. Like, it's starting to get to the point where, you know, a normal person wouldn't be able to stay in here forever. But it's not necessarily dangerous in small doses. But like, as you get into the room, you know, the temperature goes up even higher. Are you going into the room?
Are these golden rings?
Sure.
guys?
Is it
They
a
are
wet
not
heat
made of
or a
gold.
dry heat?
Well,
It's so we're getting wetter with each passing moment.
Oh yeah.
The heat, I mean. As you
It's a
step
wet
in,
heat.
it's a wet heat. You can see, like, through these rings, it looks like you're looking into like 2 different forges, Dom, on your left and right. Let me do some wall magic here, and I'll just kind of maybe you can. Can you see that now?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like these two tunnels that lead over, and then there are these forges, and you can just kind of make out, like on the edge of the forge, that there's like these interconnecting tunnels. It's all sort of all connected together. And I'll go ahead and reveal the rest of this area for you as well.
So
It feels like death in there.
So it's not a crematorium.
So you can see the
Like a
whole thing.
forge.
No, I mean, give me anybody could give a craft check, or if you have like an applicable lore for like smithing or that kind of thing, I would accept. I'm gonna grab a beer.
I've got. I just got lore warfare.
Mm.
So I'll just do crafting.
Wow.
Wah, wah.
Can't believe Hadron is out here showing you guys up. I'm sorry, I mean Wesley with the crafting.
I also because I think I can change my investigation thing, my lead.
Yep.
Like after just 10 minutes, I believe. I do
I think it's
want
like 1 minute.
Is it 1 minute? Okay.
I think it's 1.
I want to change one of them to the worm thing, and I did want.
Mhm.
Oh, and I did want to see if I can find like a jar or something to collect the specimen.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
think,
it was smashed, if somebody
I think
didn't already.
Heh said he had something, right? Wait, yeah, there's.
What's
yeah.
that?
You had something you were going to put the worm in, right? Are you willing to use it for the Smash version too?
Yeah, we can totally. I've got an air
Yeah.
bladder. We use it
Okay.
for diving, but it's definitely sealable.
Okay.
All right, I'm replacing my faceless stalker lead with the purple worm.
Okay.
And just I meant to ask earlier, and I'm sorry if I'm derailing. Is it like the same color purple as the energy from the acting Captain Wesley? Is it that same kind of feel? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
or...
they're very similar. Obviously, it's a little different because one of them was like a vibrant color-based energy, and this is like a pigment, but they are like similar tones of purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Back to Svalder.
Svalder, what are you doing? Oh, well, we're doing crafting checks. Sorry. So we actually back to Wesley because he rolled the best. Along with, well, Heh was doing a perception check though. Were you looking for something in particular, Heh?
No, just kind of peeking in the room.
Okay. Yeah, I would say Wesley, are you going into the room, Wesley?
If I
You'll need
can
to go into.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's uncomfortable.
If I can stand
you start,
it, yeah.
Yeah, you start sweating, but it's totally reasonable temperatures for. I mean, you could probably stand in here for an hour or two with no problem at all.
Okay.
But after that, like if you tried to sleep in here or something, you would probably die.
Yeah.
But as you get in here, you're kind of like looking at how all these things connect together. You're looking at the forges themselves, and it looks like this is some kind of sophisticated but also rudimentary form of powering something. You're not exactly sure what it would be powering, but I'm going to say you can kind of make out that there are these pipes over here on the left that lead off from this assembly. So you think that whatever it's powering is over here to the west.
So it's either I would suspect that it's either whatever was in that other room that we fixed.
Could be.
Or which probably I'm assuming I suspect it's kind of this whole thing between whatever that was over there and the crystals that we discovered to the south is generating that force field, whatever's protecting whatever it's holding back that we saw before we descended down here.
I mean, it could be through the the door that we haven't gone through yet in the
Right.
lobby.
Right, because after we fixed the machinery in the secret room, that other door to the north, the one that made you sick, didn't make you sick when we came back through, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's all tied together, but I feel like we're gonna have to investigate a little more to be able to determine what the scope, what the big picture.
Okay.
Okay. And
Fine.
Bosco's gonna kind of step into that room with Svelder and Wesley and kind of look
Mhm.
around and seeing those kind of chambers and the tunnels leading kind of pointedly to the center of this room. Like can take another kind of glance around the room to see if it's that like those forges or furnaces kind of like seem to be keeping that heat within those chambers, or if I can see any kind of obvious marks for like basically like, if this is a
Mm,
crematorium like room, if there's some like burns or scorches or like kind of soot kind
right.
of like marks
You mean like they're
coming
using
from this,
corpses for fuel?
or like
Well,
yeah, if
yeah,
this
and
is the
that's it doesn't seem like a crematorium, but these circles in this room actually, like Gribble said, it looks like this is how it's meant to be supplied with new fuel. So they're bringing in something to feed the fire, and so you kind of see along the bottom of these tunnels, there's like random scratch and scuff marks of like burned wood, maybe
okay,
even some kind of coal or something. Like they're putting some fuel into these fires to keep them burning.
okay.
So
So this is more
you
of
you know
like
you gather that if left to burn for some period of time, you don't know how long they'll burn on their own. If you don't give them any more fuel, eventually they will burn out.
okay, so this is more like a kind of like an engine room, like
Yeah,
almost like you
that's what
said.
it feels like.
Those are the ovens or like furnaces. Okay, and so that's in the center there. That's not a table or raised surface. That's more like a kind of
It's a
graded
great,
floor.
yeah.
Like a grade.
Okay. Um. Okay. Then Okay.
Grimmer goes down to the door that was closed off in the crystal chamber.
The door to the south. Okay,
Um.
you want to open it up?
Just follow everyone out. Sure.
Yeah, because we already opened it once before.
You die. No, you're fine. Yeah, no, nothing seems to have changed. And even like when you're in that hallway there, you don't hear anything. You don't hear anybody coming.
I never actually stepped in here before. Do I feel anything? Kind of like how that room was hot.
No, I mean maybe there's just kind of like a charged feeling, like a
Like a hum in my
like
body.
a magical energy. Like maybe your hair kind of stands on end.
Yeah.
There's something in the room, but it's not necessarily something you necessarily like vibe with.
Were
Like I
those-
described, but I
Sorry.
haven't described that this session. So just to reiterate, basically, like the 4 purple crystals are like generating this energy that is like gathering together, shooting up to the roof. What seems to be like some sort of central location that then is going off somewhere. You can't make out where it's going. Seems to be kind of to the northwest. But yeah, you don't know where it's going. But it seems like whatever this magical construct is, it is generating a type of power that it is then diverting off to some other location.
So
So
it's
then-
Kind of
like
similar
a-
to the other room, except this is magical and that's more
Magical,
mechanical,
right?
you might say.
And
Is that other room? Did it seem like it was waning, or did it seem like it was still going strong? The fire room up there.
It was very strong. It'll eventually wane, but at this point, it's going strong. It would probably go strong for hours still.
And there doesn't seem to be at this point any connection between the two rooms. Like maybe
Nothing you've
this.
seen.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I think I mentioned before, you do feel like, I mean, a magical construct like this is fairly disruptible. Like if you move the crystals around the wrong way or break something, or you feel like you could disrupt this formation without much trouble.
Yeah. I think
And that would
Very say on.
I think we should have a better idea of what it's doing before we try to disrupt it.
Okay.
Did you want to disrupt it?
Later, not now. Let's
Well,
see if we can figure out what it's doing first.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Then-
and see what it's doing.
Yeah,
Bosco's
just see what it's doing.
Just see
Yeah.
what it's doing.
Bro.
Bosco would be like kind of step
Guy.
back inside, feel that hum in the air, and just like, and take a good look around because he's like just really intrigued by that concept of like similar to that room we were just standing in, like
Mhm.
these act as energy sources, off-putting whether it's heat or some kind of magical like electricity in the air. And yeah, I'd love to do whether Arcana to check the kind of like value of this kind of magical mechanism, or crafting to kind of see what it's like if it has a purpose or connection like as part of a bigger mechanism.
Give me an Arcana check.
I'd like to aid him.
Sure.
Okay.
+1.
+1. Okay.
I mean, really, if Chris doesn't roll a 1, it's at least a +1.
It's at least a +1. It teetered
roll a
off of that
10.
18.
Yeah, if you roll a 10, it's +2.
Yeah.
Unless I say there's a different DC for aiding, which sometimes I may, but I think,
Yeah.
generally, I'm just going to use the regular numbers.
All right.
Yeah. Every time.
It's cursed.
The aid rolls higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been something.
Captain Saves.
Oh,
So on the Arcana check, I mean, you don't really get much, but I will say that you feel like the nature of what is being attempted here is that it's some kind of shielding magic, like some kind of, it's meant to create a barrier.
okay.
I don't know if I asked this last session or not. Is it like you said, like the energy's kind of converging in the middle and then like going straight up, or is it that?
Yeah, like coming up and then converging. Yeah.
And
Like
then,
you can walk all the way into the room without intersecting any of the energy.
Okay.
But
is
it's
it
like
this-
in the ceiling where it comes together.
Is it the same color purple as the shield that we saw on the surface?
Exactly the same color.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while Bosco is doing that examination, Boromir is going to come kick one of these crystals, and if he knocks one out of place, then so be it. But he's kind of interested.
You're gonna kick one? Give me an
Yeah,
athletics
just like
check.
it's not like super hard. He's like tap it with his foot, and if it
You're gonna
moves,
nudge it.
then
You're just gonna be an
nudge
agent
it.
of chaos.
What was
I
that
want to
just
story
shoot
curious.
the disc. I want to shoot the disc in the roof.
What about the
My
the
God, I
story
remember
that was the Manhattan Project scientist studying the
Yeah, the
plutonium
demon
core?
engine, the demon
Yeah.
core,
Yeah, it was like, oh, let me just, and it slips and slams the blue light. Ah,
and they all died.
just so much radiation.
Tragic.
Well, yeah, Boromir does that.
Give me an athletics check.
All right.
Do you want a good result to be good or bad?
I don't know
Okay.
because he's just curious. Oh no.
Okay, so I'm going to say you kind of nudge it. It shifts a little bit, and the line that it creates kind of flickers in and out, but then re-establishes itself after a moment and looks to be steady. It's and the crystal after you kick it has just shifted maybe about a half an inch. But it seems
what-
like even with that small shift, it kind of was a little shaky there for a second.
Did I feel anything, or did I just notice something?
You just see it. I mean, anybody who's in the room would immediately notice like the line of purple kind of flickers in and out for a second, and then kind of like re-solidifies.
Perhaps Boromir.
What is this accent?
He's trying to connect with you.
I'm
you
trying
know?
to
I mean,
He's trying to
yeah.
be one with me.
I'm trying to do. Perhaps we should wait until we know what it's shielding before we disable it. I mean, it could be a spawn or Rovagug for all we know.
I turn and look at Wesley, and I deadpan, look him in the face, and nudge it with my foot. No, I'm just kidding.
You are an actual cat.
God.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I was just honing in my Taven.
Tree Razor comes out and murders all of you
Yeah.
in revenge for Captain Frozen Hand's untimely demise.
Yep. Yeah. Session over, and we start
Rocks fall, go
Starfinder
fuck
next
yourselves.
week. Yeah.
Yep.
Captain.
Hope you
Frozen
had
Combo.
fun and wasted all this time, Tavis.
Yeah. No, we have to get at least one more session out of this before we do Starfinder.
Okay. We can promise you one more session.
Okay.
I would like to have a lot more than one.
See Bosco just gonna like see that line quiver, and he's just gonna like pauses for a second and like watch if anything else kind of seems like it rattles or then it stabilizes.
Yeah, it stabilizes. The line looks maybe a little bit dimmer for the
Oh.
change, but it
Well, if
is
that's the
still
case.
holding.
I
Not
nudge
yet.
it back the other way. I put it back the other way.
It kind of flickers
Let me
and
fix
then
it.
re-solidifies.
There you go. Like just
Yep. It goes right back where it was.
okay. He's like
Sometimes you guys are like herding cats.
okay.
I'm standing out the hallway.
Let's
Yeah, I think
Let's do a room roll.
let's go see what this
Yes,
magical chamber is protecting. Or it's really
Yeah.
So you guys are going back to the middle room.
I
Gotcha.
say up here.
Oh, is that room still hurt when you get near it?
Yeah, so when you get up here, Wesley, you feel fine. There are like broken and shattered pieces of wood that are obstructing this door. It's almost like someone barricaded against it in it seems like fairly desperate fashion. At least at one point. You're not sure exactly when this happened.
Well, I go up there and I move all the bears out of the way first.
Okay. Yeah. It would it'd probably take a couple minutes. But yeah, I mean, with you guys, you're super strong, so you can definitely do it.
Let's just
Pick up
hope they
2
weren't
bears.
keeping some kind of creature at bay.
Who knows?
Could have been bears.
We won't know until we open the door. So
Bosco's gonna reload.
let's do it. Yeah.
Bosco reload. Loudly reloading.
I reload my
Sharpens his
fist.
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my weapons ready.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna step back a little bit. I'm gonna
And
let the beefy guys. I'm
after
right
a
behind
few
you.
minutes,
I got your back.
Where'd they go?
I want to check it for traps.
Oh, okay. There it is.
okay, yeah, go ahead and roll a perception. After a few minutes, you do clear away all the wood. So I'll say at this point the door is clear. I don't have a way to reflect that on the map, but right now the door is clear.
And it looks safe, guys. I think we're fine.
You're pretty sure everything is safe.
Clearly.
The door is locked, however.
Oh, I get to use these nice new pick set.
Oh no,
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah.
the fancy ones. Wait, I wonder who locked it. Maybe it's from the other side.
Probably when they barricaded it.
Yeah, I mean, it
Right.
looks like it's probably the lock is like an old school both kind of ways lock.
Mhm.
Like a.
I'm
you know,
just saying.
actually
I don't
slot
think
a
we found
key
a
in it.
key. Yeah, we didn't find one.
No, yeah,
There could be a key, but we just didn't find
could
it.
be.
Go ahead and thieve those tools.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
My hero.
You do not thieve the tools, even with the +1. Or no, the concealable picks are not +1. Are they +1? Maybe they are. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't realize I used.
Either way, you do fail.
I'm gonna
But
take
I
my
critically.
crowbar out.
You know,
before the invention of the crowbar, Crow's just drank it home.
Yup. So many fives.
Athletics, a 19. You kind of like pry at the door. You feel like it's really hard to get a good angle on it. This is a really sturdy door, similar to the others that you guys have encountered, like thick metal. You think if you keep working it, you probably can break it loose, but it's going to take more time.
Can I just kick the door in?
You could, but you'll take a penalty for not using a crowbar.
Well, what if I aid him with my kicking?
I'd allow it.
Okay. I'll give you an aid strike then with my strength.
Guidance.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure.
Guidance is status,
Guidance.
right?
Gribbs,
to
if you do an
stat-
athletics check to
Oh,
aid.
I was just going to say athletics.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Monty go close this door to the west.
Okay.
26.
So +2 on the aid check for Svalder on his next crowbar check. Svalder, if you want to crow that bar. Bar that crow.
Unbar that crow. Yeah.
Incredible.
We crushed.
Incredible.
We crushed
Can I?
Crow's in hand, but we can't proceed any further.
Yeah.
Can I try to
Unbelievable.
pick the
Can I
lock?
hero point that for him?
I was like, let me try picking the lock. again.
Tavam, go ahead and try and pick the lock again. Unfortunately, now the door is jammed.
Can I aid with kicking him?
I'm gonna guidance. I'm
Lock
gonna
pick.
guidance Tavam too.
So
Okay.
look around for any kind of overhead sign that says you must gather your party in this circle. Like,
No,
15
no,
again.
no.
just stop, because nobody.
We're
you need
trying
to get
to-
all of your party in this circle right now.
No,
Romeo, are you
Did I-
aiding?
Did I kick it?
the
Did I
the
kick
sign on top the handle says push, and we're all pulling.
Or kicking, rather.
Bromere, was this a main check or was
No,
this
that
an
was
aid
that
check?
was a kick. Me
There's
trying
a
to kick it.
main. You're gonna try and kick the door open.
Yeah, the main. I'm trying to be the main.
With the 31, you do successfully kick the door open. It kind of like on one side there's a metal like locking bolt, and you just like kick it so hard that locking bolt bends just enough for the door to break loose, and it flies open.
So you would say I bromered the door?
You crewbined it, but as you look into the room, you can see what looks to be some kind of workshop. The room is dominated by a table in the middle that looks like it's some sort of experimentation table, maybe. It looks like it's made for someone to be strapped on it. There is someone currently strapped on it. You see a form strapped to the table. You can make out furry feet from the direction that you're looking at it.
Oh, it's table.
Around the room on the sides, you can kind of make out what looks to be another table with some tools, some boxes. There's broken glass, like vials that have been shattered in the room. Similar to other places throughout the building, it looks like maybe this area was kind of subjected to a localized sort of earthquake effect when the impact happened, and things were kind of thrown off of shelves and generally thrown into disarray. You can also make out what look to be cages on the right-hand side that maybe once held people or something. You're not sure. Currently, they're empty. The only person that you can see is the one that's on the table, and you can just kind of see his furry feet from this distance. On the left, yeah, you can make out what looks to be a broken, like, metal cylinder, like it exploded. And there's green liquid on the floor. You think that probably this, before it was resolved in the Western room, this was what was spilling out some kind of poisonous gas, and that's what was making you feel sick when you came close to the door. This room is very hot. There's like, as soon as you kick open the door, it gets hot, like almost as hot as the room in the forge. It seems like maybe that heat is being piped into this room somehow. You can't see right away.
Was this supposed to be open? I don't know.
Yeah, in the back of the room, you can make out what looks to be maybe newly broken. Like, it doesn't look to be part of the original design of this room, but the back wall of the room is broken open, and there's a rough tunnel leading to the north. And it looks like... Well, yeah. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I want to examine the furry feet body.
Okay. How close do you want to get?
I'm assuming it's on this slab here.
No, it's on the table.
This.
Oh, that table? I'll get to right about there, maybe?
The Funk's old brother?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you get there. By the time you get there, I mean, right about the time you get there, you kind of get close enough that you can see the head of the creature because it's on the far side. And you can see that it looks like a deceased form of Bosco. And it's just laying there.
Go.
You can see that it has like stitch marks. Like maybe they were crafting this body, you might say. But maybe
Oh.
something happened in the midst of it and it was whatever the process was disrupted.
That's not. That's. Mm,
Poor little monkey
that's
man.
disturbing.
Do those stitches seem reminiscent of the scar that Frozen Hand had around his neck?
No, these seem to be different. Definitely
Okay.
different. You haven't really seen them before. I mean, the people you saw in the Western room seem to be, you didn't notice any unusual markings on them. So maybe this is either a different process or maybe this is, he's kind of in an intermediary state.
So he.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Asu's kind of gonna tentatively like step in through the room, kind of scoping out the corners, and taking
Yeah, and
everything in, and then just like
as you get up to about there, I'd say Bosco, I mean, because you know yourself the best, like you can make out, you're like, oh God, that's me on the table.
oh, what?
It's wearing different clothing. You know, it's not wearing the same clothing or anything, but like very obviously it's physically you.
Just kind of step slowly closer and go like, kind of abomination is this? Trying to recreate me?
How do you know you're not the recreation?
Bosco, I don't think that you should show any emotion. We just killed ourselves in the other rooms. So
I
this is not you. This is.
Well, as far as you know, the people in the Western room are still there.
Oh, I thought we killed those guys.
No, we didn't kill him. I gotta go
Oh,
back
we just
to the
killed.
Bible.
We just killed Spalter. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, remember. we
Would
just
there be a
convinced them that
way?
we were clones too, or whatever? Like, and we walked past them. That's right.
Would there be a way to maybe cause some kind of back pressure or something to flood that room with the same poisonous gas that was in here?
That's a really good idea. I would allow an attempt. It would require some crafting checks for sure.
I will aid
I will aid.
if you're in this
Okay.
effort.
Before we get into that, do you mind if I take just a moment to hit the facility? I don't know if anybody
Yeah.
else needs to, but
Yes.
okay.
Mm.
So
Um,
let's take
to
a quick
go with it?
fiver.
quick fiber.
Yeah.
Fiber.
Anybody else want to go to the bathroom with me? I mean, like,
Yeah.
just to freshen up.
What are we,
Yeah,
why
women?
not? Yeah.
I'm falling asleep here. It's already 11 here. I may just have to stop here.
Oh, God be well. Okay.
I know.
Well, we won't go much further, I promise.
That's fine.
Going to
I'm-
12.
All right, we'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Welcome
And a
back,
1
everybody.
and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Welcome back, everybody, either for the first time or the second time. I don't
Or
know,
last time.
because our producer, to Chris over here, likes to keep it vague. Regardless, yeah, I mean, this
Acting
this would be this is going to be a skill challenge. I think this is big enough that it wouldn't just be a single roll here. So it's going to be a series of checks. The core check, I think, will need to be crafting or an applicable lore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the roll to see if we can figure out a way to do it, or we can figure out a way to do it? We're just rolling to see if we can do it.
I would say initially.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
probably.
I think that you probably believe that it's feasible. The rolls will be to be like
Us
actually
doing the
getting through the
action.
process. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it something where it's more than just a mental ideas, or like something where I would need to help with strength?
You could. Yeah, I mean, I would say there could be possibility. So let's do it like this. You know,
Like a whole montage of all of us.
yeah, like a skill challenge doesn't necessarily have to just be the one roll. So I think the last roll will be a crafting check. We're going to have 3 rolls total. I'll let you guys decide what the other 2 rolls will be. So it'll be similar to an aid check in the sense that
Okay.
it will aid the overall process, but rather like you want all 3 of the checks to succeed if you can. Now, if some of them fail, then we may go to 5 checks total. So effectively, it's like a best out of 3 kind of idea. If you get 3 successes before you get 3 failures, then you have succeeded.
So
In either case, the last check will be crafting. So if you need to get 2 successes with your other skills first, and then the final check will be a crafting check.
Am I
Yeah.
able to aid?
Tucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
even know.
here.
Yes.
10 minutes later. Hell of a
Yeah.
latency you
The
got. there.
delayed.
I'm here.
Brother,
That's
talk
Yeah.
about Tucker. Yes.
I woke up mid explanation.
Chimed in with the
Incredible. Incredible.
Can
So I think the
I-
question is, oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was
Tucker?
gonna ask if I would be able to aid like with each of the checks with like diplomacy to kind of like encouragement and things like that.
I
You
would
mean
say
the guy holding the shovel?
Arcana.
I would
I'm
say you
supervising.
could
Yeah, exactly.
you could do
So
that
I'm a
with one
captain.
of the checks.
Okay.
Because I think the
One
idea
of the
here
checks
is
the
that
Arcana.
these things we're going to roll them in sequence, but they're not necessarily happening in sequence. They're all kind of happening together. So yeah, I'd say you could aid one of them. Anybody who's not going to make a main check can aid any of the steps that they like. So the first question is who's going to make the first check and what is the first check going to be? And feel free to get creative with how you think you're going to do it, right? Like, is Bromir going to bend a pipe to make it go the other direction? Are you going to, jump over something to do it? I don't know. Be creative.
Well, so that's kind of what I was getting at initially. Like, did we know of an idea of how we're going to do this? So then I could know how to roleplay that.
You'll just make it up on the fly.
So I'm assuming
make the things that we need to have happen.
Yeah, the core idea is to
Brilliant.
reverse the flow, basically.
One of the valves is stuck. When we need
so
to
it's not this gaping hole in this.
That
thing.
yeah, you'll have to
No.
repair the gaping hole for sure.
Yeah.
You'll
That's-
have to repair the gaping hole
That's
and backflow.
That's what I was assuming. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, boys, I got it. Something to do with that.
I
Dear
don't
God,
think
he's
that's it
gone.
right here.
He's lining the tank with wall of water. And
Well, no. Hear me out. You do that, and then we do we freeze it, so it kind of solidifies. it.
Somebody puts on Frozen Hand.
Isn't
So
this
what's the-
room hot?
The room is hot. Yeah, the room is very hot.
It's the first wall.
So we do wall of water
Arcana.
inside. It
Athletics,
flashes to
Arcana.
steam and creates a backflow pressure after somebody opens up the valve.
Okay. I could say if you want to do that and you want to use your Wall of Water spell slot, I would say that part of the check would work. And I'd say you would need to
Yeah, I'll
spend
burn
the
it.
spell and still make an Arcana check, but I'll give you a +5 circumstance bonus to that check because you are spending a high level spell slot.
Hell yeah. I'm
So-
about it. I'll burn it.
That would probably be we'll call that the second check. Who wants to make the first check?
I would say
Is
if
that
we
Bromir?
Get Bromir to muscle, like if it's a valve to like reverse flow, like
Reverse the flow.
Okay. All right, fine. You can go ahead and make your second check first. Let's go ahead and get the first check first.
Are we
roll my check there, GM.
are we getting any guidance at all from this? Or are we just going to
This-
do a straight roll?
If you've gotten guidance within the last hour, you're not a valid target.
I don't think I have.
I don't. Bromir
I can-
hasn't.
Okay,
No,
yeah. So yeah, you can give him
I'll
guidance for it.
Okay. I'll guidance him, and then
Okay.
I'll diplomacy aid on the final crafting check.
On the craft.
I'll guidance Wesley's diplomacy aid.
Aren't you, yeah, okay, that's fine because Wesley hasn't been guidance. Yeah. So take a +1 on your diplo check, Wesley. But that's for the last check.
That's
So
for the last
first,
check. Yeah.
Let's get Bromir's check out here first. The athletics check.
I feel old.
31. God bless. Okay.
31.
Reverse
30,
pipe flow punch.
32 because he didn't include the
I
guidance
flow
on it.
punch.
I did. That's the reverse
That's-
pipe flow
that's the
punch.
punch.
Oh, okay. Very
So
good.
yeah, you grab some pipes and you're just like, and you reroute them in all the right places. I assume at the direction of yourself and everybody else. You guys are kind of like
Yes.
standing around, like,
Mouth
this has to
agape.
go there. This has to go here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Hadron Remastered, you've already rolled your 35 with your wall of water, which is plenty. You basically create water inside of this tank, and you're kind of like holding it in place and directing it to go into these tubes, and you kind of have it staged up, ready for that final crafting check, which if it is a success, you'll shove these things through. If it's a failure, then you'll need to try another check after that. So like I said, this is best of 5, and you guys already have 2 successes. So one more success and you're in the clear. But you've
No
got a
pressure.
couple of failures that you can, you can eat because you've
Let's
been
not use
well
them
so
early
far.
though, guys.
Right, right.
Okay.
Honestly, don't
guidance
use the
is a
failures.
s-
Just
So did we say this last one had to be crafting?
yeah, this one will need to be a crafting check.
Yeah, but your
So-
guidance and me, I'm doing the aid check. Guidance
Well, I
is
haven't
a
aided
stat.
yet though, but I have used guidance, so I
Well,
could
but
aid
you-
whoever's crafting.
Well,
Right?
no, because Hadron, you actually did an action, so you're not free to aid because it's all kind of happening at the same time.
I
Right.
can't like whisper at him from across
No.
the room. Do that.
What the?
You can whisper sweet
No.
nothings into his ear, and maybe
Make the
that'll help you
roll.
later. I don't know, but
Is he
What
still
time
able to do guidance then?
no. I mean, he already did one. I gave him the one that he gave you, but
Oh, so
I think that's
I'm putting my
Okay.
foot down. No more
yeah,
gun.
that's it.
No more
okay.
blood.
So here's the aid check.
That's for aiding the
Jesus.
crafting. Okay, that's a crit.
So cool.
I get
is
a
it going to
plus 4
be?
to aid.
It's going to be our boy Swing.
Yep.
Bosco.
Yes.
Who's doing the crafting? Okay, get you that
Swing
plus
scope.
2.
Bhasking.
Bosco, no bosking.
Asking. +2.
Carry the 3.
Right.
See that roll. Oh, every
Oh,
time.
good,
Every
19.
single time.
Do you have a hero point?
Yes, I do. So that
You
was
have a hero. Yeah, yeah.
Because we
Come on,
don't we
be in
don't want to
combat.
create an
Oh,
Oh, you
wow.
tuckered it. You
We don't-
hate
we-
to see it.
Classic.
not that I'm
classic
trying to
tucker.
lead the GM or anything, but we don't want to create like a critical backflow and flood
Mhm.
this
Hey,
room.
Yeah, I mean,
Accidents happen, man.
that's possible. But at this point, that's your first failure, so
Gotcha.
that's not a big deal. Don't do it again or 2 more times.
Don't do it again.
So I will say though that you can repeat this check with the same aid result. So just repeat the same check with the +2 circumstance, and this will be the 4th check of this skill challenge.
Does he get advantage because he rolled twice previously?
That's not how
Not
this works.
not advantage, of course, but roll twice.
No, that's the wrong game.
A fortune.
But
Well, that's
no,
why I said not advantage.
that's the wrong
All right.
game.
Tens. Crit.
Kind of sucks rolling that hero point then. Just gonna roll it again for free.
I mean, this is a new roll, so
You gotta get those
Well,
old rolls,
yeah.
bad rolls out.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
Just re-roll.
There it is.
No,
Hey.
okay. Wow. All right. So yeah, you kind of realize like early on that you misunderstood the system. The pipes do not work the way that you imagined, and you quickly redirect everything. Like, no, that pipe goes over here. No, you got to cut the black pipe. You got to cut the red
Gotta cut
pipe.
the red
I
pipe.
don't know. And then, anyways, you shove water into the pipes, and you can hear like this kind of suctioning sound. And like you actually feel a lot of the heat come through the room as if there's like some sort of negative pressure pulling it through.
Shoving
And
water
then-
into the pipe.
You feel like you did it right, but at this point you don't have any way to confirm that because you don't hear anything, but you know the walls are very thick, the doors are very thick. It wouldn't surprise you to not hear anything. But you feel like you did what you set out to do.
I don't suddenly hear a bunch of screams or anything. Nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Let's take 10
Good job,
minutes, refocus, and then we'll go check on them.
Well, we could have quote unquote Tatum go check on listen on the door for us. And come back and report.
The guy who's not here.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go have him go check.
Well,
and if he
it's
dies,
stuff we've already seen, so he
He's
should
just
be
gonna go
fine.
listen.
Yeah, it's just going to the door that's already closed.
Okay. Or yeah, if you Wesley needs to take 10 minutes. Monty and
just
Bosco
I
can
figure
kinda,
we
like,
should
sneak.
just yeah, I figure we should just take some time to let the thing do its work.
Okay. And
okay.
then, like, yeah, if it's kind of having that direction, we hear it kind of like pressure kind of wane off of it, and it's like,
Oh dear
why,
God!
why did Bromir take 73 damage?
No, that's the
What?
question mark Bromir. That's the other Bromir.
What?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, I'll pick up my weapon innovation, kind of put my tools away, and go back to like kind of keep watching the kind of setup to look for any kind of weaknesses or anything. Like if it's like kind of using up that pressure and everything, and just kind of slowly waning as Hadron lets go of that spell,
Okay.
and go from there.
Svalder and Bromir, give me a perception check.
Do I feel a sense the shift in the force?
I don't know. Roll a perception check, and I'll fucking tell you.
Well, I was going to ask if I could use athletics, but if not, oh, how about a natural 20?
Wow.
Fuck you.
Okay. You guys both rolled really, really fucking high. Dom rolled his secretly, like a good player. But yeah, you immediately notice a movement behind you as the Bosco on the table rises. We're going to roll initiative. Now, I'll leave it up to you guys whether we want to start this combat tonight or leave it here.
I can't do the combat.
No, I think we
Can
should
I?
leave it.
Can
Yeah,
I?
I don't think we could finish
Well,
it tonight for sure.
I have a question though. Since I sense it, and it's your discretion because I rolled a crit, can I take an action before he actually gets up off the table
What would the action be?
to keep him on the table?
You want to grapple him?
Grapple him, basically, restrain him.
I would say that because you rolled a crit on that person, I'll let you and Svalder both use those perception checks as your initiative rolls, if you'd like. So your initiative would be 29 and Svalder would be 28 because he rolled a 19 on his perception check. So then you probably will go before the creature and you would be able to grapple him before anything else happens.
Okay.
If you want me to roll the initiative right now, we could confirm that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll.
We'll just see
initiative.
let's
Yeah.
just see what he rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Who's rolling
That's-
for me, Will?
That's fucked up.
What did you tell me, GM?
And he was just faster than you. That's the whole point of
He's
the
just so
initiative.
fast.
But wait, don't I succeed on the crit? It's
Not
what
with-
about this?
Doesn't it?
No.
I
It
don't
just
think
goes
it
up the
does.
level, you know.
I don't know. I mean, I guess
Okay.
I usually do. If you guys crit on your initiative, it's not rules as written, but just for funsies, I am willing to make an exception. We will bump you to the top, Gribbs, because you have the natural 20.
Hot biscuits.
So since some people have rolled initiative, let's get everybody to roll initiative, and then we will end the session there.
Who's rolling B Wills?
B Will
I'll
can
do it.
roll.
Be will when he
his.
gets back.
Let's
Yeah,
let him.
Okay,
next
Yeah.
I
week.
won't do it.
Our next session.
Okay.
I'll just add them, and we'll just continue to see the die there.
The carousel didn't pop up at the top of the screen.
Yeah, mine didn't either.
Yeah, same. You'll have to do it, GM. Oh,
I don't know if he's...
Who are we missing here? We got Svalder, Bosco, and Wesley. We don't have Tucker.
Can I use Arcana? Or is it too far away? I don't know.
allow it. I'll allow it.
Hey.
Why the fuck not?
Sure. He is based. He is
Oh.
benevolent. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't, I don't know
It's
what
Tucker.
I don't know what's
I
in
don't
that
even
beer
see
that
the
he's been
combat.
drinking, but I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I still
This
did
is
better
actually
than
really
some
good.
people.
The blackjack.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, what did I just do?
Did you? Are
Oh.
you gonna have to make the carousel manually?
I don't know why the carousel's not show. Oh, because I didn't begin it.
Make it counter. Making a counter.
Possible.
Oh, we got an encounter.
Yeah, the
Oh.
counters.
Yeah,
We
that's
can't
weird.
go into initiative without an encounter being there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just because it hasn't started, but I think
I did again, did,
Theoretically, we didn't roll initiative. Just
and
everyone
it
else did.
didn't. It didn't
We
work.
did roll initiative.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
here
rolled
Rolled
perception.
initiative.
for initiative, but
That's probably why you're not in the
I
initiative then.
Yeah,
oh
But
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I'm
we'll-
saying. I didn't roll initiative. I rolled perception.
Yeah, we
Right.
just got to put
But
you in the
he-
initiative and set
roll,
it.
and he can set it.
Yeah. So you're gonna be well. I'm gonna because I said you would get to go first, so I'll just give you a 31.
There you go.
There.
You guys see the
And
carousel, or is it just me?
back?
No.
I don't see.
Because
the
I have to
carousel.
go to the round tracker. If not, then
Yeah, I don't really use the carousel. I don't know why it's not showing though.
I don't
yeah,
really
it's just
use it
been a
either.
crutch.
Or whatever it is at the top. If that's
I
called
just
the
don't like
carousel,
going to
Yeah,
the other
that's the
tab.
carousel.
Yeah.
make sure
I
it's at
mean,
the
you
top.
can
Well,
pop the tab out.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
right click the
Right-click it.
cross swords, it'll pop out. That's what I always do.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean the carousel's nice. I don't know why it's not showing. I know it was showing earlier in the
Yeah.
sesh.
Interesting.
Range.
Okay, yeah, let's call the session there unless anybody had any little tiny things they wanted to talk about or roll checks on perception, recall knowledge, but not to identify the creature.
I mean, this Bosco was like wearing clothes, but didn't look like it had any like equipment on its person.
Right.
I was
No
laying on
gun.
the table.
Yeah.
I will catch you guys later.
Okay.
All right,
See you,
night,
Tuck.
Tuck.
Good night,
Later.
Tuck.
Do you want need to go ahead and close the session out?
Yeah, I
You're
think we can
it's
call it
GM
there.
discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a GM.
Thanks for coming
Alright.
out, everybody. We will catch you in 2 weeks. That's going to be October the 18th.
Bye.
Bye.